So why the fuck are there boots hanging from the ceiling? What's going on in this cantina? Some wild shit.
Lots of folks ready to fight. For the right price.
Okay, so I think I've made up my mind. I think I'm just gonna hire all of the mercenaries from now on. They've been very useful in the last couple missions, especially in the train one where I started struggling, so I think I'm just gonna unlock them to have access to them at all times. Yeah. I think that's all we have to do for now. We got that upgrade. Maybe I should also get the HP upgrade, it's not that expensive. Yeah, sure, let's just get that. Get it out of the way. Now we have big man missile turrets, basically. So I've been thinking about the whole save load thing a little bit, because I was getting a bit annoyed with having to reload so often in the last mission. Not so much because I hate having to do things over and retrying, but more because it always feels a bit save scummy to me to just have a save point and then I reload 3 times or 4 times until I figure out how to beat the situation. At the same time though, I think the campaign on Brutal is basically meant to be played after you've already learned the campaign, so like you go into Brutal after knowing what to expect in each of the missions. And saving and loading is basically my remedy for that, because I don't remember most of these maps. I may remember the mission type in general, like I remember the Night of the Dead Stone mission and the train robbery mission, but remembering the concept of the mission doesn't mean I know where the enemies are, how to best approach the situations and stuff, so I think I'll just not worry too much about it and continue to occasionally save load. Until it becomes too much at that point. We'll probably do something else, but yeah, it's kind of my version of playing a mission on Brutal, even though I don't remember the mission itself.
There's a rare gas on Belshir, the
Oh, yeah,
Protoss Skull, the breath of creation.
We heard this last time.
We still need to access the adjutant we retrieved from Tarsonis. Our old mercenary associate, Colonel Orlin, is an expert in Confederate code decryption. If our intel's right, he should still be based at the Merkhaven at Dead Man's Port. He's not very trustworthy, but he's our best bet of breaking that encryption.
We have the Haven mission here for these people.
Mobius wants us to go after another artifact on some dead world called Zill. Apparently they sent in a specialist team, but they lost contact with them 2 days ago. Their bad luck, I guess. Figure we'll get hazard pay for this one.
You get siege tanks for this mission, that is very tempting. I'm a huge fan of siege tanks. Almost as much as Marines. Vikings aren't that important, I don't think. Oh, question mark, research opportunities. We'll never know. These are all missions, I suppose. Do we do this one? I guess vultures are fun. This one feels like it's progressing the main story, although I guess technically all of them are progressing the main story to some extent. But yeah, this one where we recover another piece of the artifact feels like we're pushing on a little bit, so I think I'm gonna not do that one. I think this is the conclusion of her storyline. Let's not do that just yet. I guess we'll do this one. Start up the storyline. Do ourselves some vultures.
Dead Man's Port. It's risky just waiting here with all these mercenaries around. Colonel Orlin sure taking his time decrypting that adjutant for us.
Yeah, I'm getting a bad feeling about this.
Incoming transmission.
James, Orlan decrypted your adjutant, but he's planning to sell it to the Dominion. Must have been something exciting in there. He wants me to keep you off his back until they arrive.
That's nice, Mira. But why are you telling me all this?
Because I like you and Matthew better than him, of course. Match Orlan's offer, and I will help you take him out instead. He's paying in minerals, so I'll give you the same deal.
Done. Always a pleasure, Mira.
Don't take too long now. If Orlan comes up with the goods first, I will have to side with him. Oh, and say hello to Matthew for me. Ask him why he never calls.
It's gonna be hard to get minerals down there.
We'll have to find salvage if we're gonna hire Mira before Orlin does. You think she'll help Orlin, sir?
She's a mercenary. She'll help whoever pays the most.
Right, very fine. Let's go hire Matthew's wife. Maybe the internet has ruined me, but that sounded always a little bit wrong. Alright, so this mission is interesting.
All right, boys.
You guys say that about every mission, don't I?
deal with Mira, huh? Now let's get to work and get that adjutant back.
I guess we'll get a tech lab here, tech lab here.
This better be good.
So this mission is fun because our mineral patches here are very, very small. But we can pick up salvage to get minerals that way.
Pirates have been stripping down ships here for years.
Very fine.
It should be pretty easy to collect enough scrap to pay Mira off.
SCV ready. Who wants some?
And we got the Protoss relics for our research, that's right. Let's get one of these going. Not sure we want any of those just yet. Probably start looking into gas. Let's go do that. Because we can kind of get minerals just by running around.
The doctor is in.
Maybe that makes gas a little bit more of a priority. Do mine right here. I was surprised by how much damage the diamond bugs did in the last mission, so maybe we'll get some more of those as well.
Transmission.
I left a little present out here for you and Matthew. I never got to give it to him last time you boys were here.
Damn, Jimmy. Are those vulture bikes?
Good eye, Tychus. We can use them to lay mines around our base to hold off Orlin.
So these are vultures. Vultures are very fun in those. Oh, they don't have to go all the way there to drop the mines in those, that's right.
Was that it?
I didn't like them very much in the first game, but in this one they're pretty decent. Especially for this mission where we're kind of just running around trying to gather things. Oh, I am out of supply depots because we suddenly got a bunch of vultures, that makes sense. Let's try to ask back up.
Something on your mind. What do you want? Who wants some? What do you want?
So they have a lot of range, they're very fast, pretty good against infantry specifically. They don't do that much damage to armor if memory serves, but outside of that, they're pretty good units. Spider mines are also strong, especially since they don't have to walk all the way onto the position where you're trying to drop them, so you can just kind of toss them out.
Those shredders are constantly producing scrap we can salvage. We should
Then
check this
that
area
happens,
again
which is
later.
fun.
SCV ready. No problemo. Something. What do you want?
Do pull these back a bit.
Oh, it's on.
Also need to continue building units.
Been waiting on you.
So if you guys hang out on this side here. Let's not have you in the front at all times. There you go.
Yeah. Dig it. Yeah, I'm going.
So this is a race to get 6,000 minerals with Orlin. And Orlin actually has to mine these minerals, which is quite nice. So if we go in there and we break some of his workers, then he gets minerals a lot less quickly. So we can actually affect the speed at which this mission completes, which is fun. Let's get these two of these guys going on some repairs.
SCV ready. I'm going.
So the less resources we spend on our army, the more we have for the mission objective, obviously, which is fun.
Alright. It's about to get heavy.
Wonder if I'll just stay on one production building of each for this mission.
Something on your. What do you
Seems
want?
like that might work out alright.
In the
What do you
rear
guys think?
with the- Yeah. We could use some help here.
Must be an emergency.
Oh, they got a medic done. But
Sounds serious.
Alright. Bring it
let's
on.
get in there and try to bend some of his SCVs to decrease his mining speed. In theory, we could also build ourselves a command center over here. I don't think we need to do that.
The doctor is in.
He is making more of them, so we have to build this building eventually. Let's pull this injured vulture to the back a little bit.
Been waiting on you.
More Marines medics going. And Marauders in this.
Additional supply depots
Oh
required.
shit.
The doctor is in.
Alright, bring it on.
Okay. Windows. Right, so breaking the command center also was a little bit of extra money, which is quite cool. Now, I'm not sure if vultures are actually the way to beat this mission. I just think they're quite fun to use in this because you're kind of just driving around like a madman trying to
Mineral
function.
field depleted.
Let's get an armory so we can get upgrades for vulture
Mineral
attacks.
field
We're using so many of them.
SCV ready.
So I want this man repaired if I can.
Bring it on.
I guess we'll just lift this.
Dig it. What's something on your mind?
Mineral field depleted.
That should have been the vulture. Yeah, but maybe we'll just lift off our base. Actually, I can't lift off because then I don't get gas anymore. How much gas do I really need with this comp though? Probably not that much. Is that worth even doing? I don't know. Let's do it anyway.
Will do. What do you want?
Oh, I'm sending the wrong force. These vultures to be the ones out gathering shot. The vehicle weapon upgrade. Just back on here for a second until that runs out.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gone. No problemo. Alright.
Drop a bunch of Spider-Mans there.
Dig it. Oh, is that it?
That is it, apparently.
Dig it. Enemy wild.
As long as there's just small groups of Marines like that, we can pretty easily take them out with the vultures. We can't hit the Wraith though, which is unfortunate.
Mineral field depleted.
Oh boy, let's
No problemo.
Your forces are under attack.
okay, I can't place them while retreating like
Is
that.
under attack. Our SCVs
Oh, I just
are
pulled
under
them
attack.
right to my my typical main button was not right.
What's going on?
And I have to cancel this. I don't want to. Yeah, we don't. Should.
Well, I read you, sir.
So just mines, those were really good with positioned. Let's just drop some of these. Oh, they're empty.
In the rear with the gear.
How many minerals are these? Okay, that's more than a command center is worth, so dropping one there is probably not the worst idea.
What's going on? Well, butterfly biscuit. This better be good.
You guys can hang out on this side.
Sir.
Go explode down here.
Alright, bring it on.
Okay, so we already basically lost the timer. Let's do over in a second.
Road's calling. No problemo.
That went a lot faster. I really need to focus more on taking out these workers from their command centers. Because he's finished mining already.
Upgrade complete.
Right, let's try that again. So that is not the end of the mission in theory. I think you can, like, that just kind of gives them a bunch of extra units that they're gonna attack you with. So in theory you don't need to win that race, but I want to try and win it anyway. Because, I mean, that's kind of the point of the mission, in my opinion.
Alright, boys. We got a deal with Mirahan.
I don't think we need
Now
to
let's get to
attack
work
for
and
that
get
anyway.
that adjutant back.
Sure thing.
Full
SCV ready.
salvage. Let's get an extra supply depot a bit more early this time.
Pirates have been stripping down ships here for years. It should be pretty easy to collect enough scrap to pay Mira off.
SCV ready.
More salvage here.
Who wants some?
Just go take out this as well.
Add-on complete.
The
Can I get
doctor
up
is in.
here? Looks like there's enemies in the way. Let's not bother with that for now.
You rang.
Not sure I even want to mine that much gas. I guess we're not mining that much of it either.
The doctor is
Got
in.
one marauder,
Standing
their
by.
last gas.
SCV ready.
SCV, probably need another supply depot soon. Wonder if this group is strong enough to take on these men down here.
Present out here for you and Matthew. I never got to give it to him last time you boys were here.
Damn, Jimmy. Are those vulture bikes?
Good eye, Tychus. We can use them to lay mines around our base to hold off Orland.
Those shredders are constantly producing scrap we can salvage. We should check this area again later.
Is that it? Something on your mind. What do you want? Who wants Tom? This better be something on your mind. The road's calling. Oh, is that it?
He's unbelievable, and then we pull these men.
Is it critical?
And I lost another medic immediately. This way. Oh yeah, nice. Vultures don't need tech lab. Very fine. So we can produce 2 at a time now. Go in here. And we try to interrupt this mining.
The doctor is in.
Now we try to do the same here.
You better send some body bags.
Yeah, I'm going. No problemo.
Hope they burrow in time. They did barely, alright, cool.
Dig it. Going to be wild. Dig it. Oh, is that it? Going to be wild.
There's 2 shot SCVs, that's better, right?
Yeah, I'm going. No problemo.
I am not producing anything, I am not staying on top. Nothing's going on.
This better be good. Yeah. What do you want?
We did interrupt this mining now, so that's okay.
You gonna give me orders? Look, been waiting on you.
Wonder if I can just push up here. Oh shit, I did.
The doctor is in.
Oh, is that it? We could use some help here.
Where does it hurt?
Armed and
You rang.
I'm on it.
I should probably not prioritize the salvage as much as I should prioritize interrupting their
The
mining.
doctor is in. Please stay. We better send some body bags. We better send some body bags.
Base is under attack.
Oh no, that's not great timing. I'm not ready for this. Okay, that was not as close as I thought.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go back up here and try to make sure they don't repopulate that.
Bring it on.
Trying being the key word.
Go on. What do you want? Dig it. No problem.
Oh fuck.
Going to be wild. Alright. Bring it on.
Just gonna drop a bunch of mines there because we already know that there's men on the other side.
Better be good.
Alright, that's 1 command center done.
Additional supply depots
shit.
required.
Need to sort that out as well.
Sure thing. Some
Mineral field depleted.
Okay, let's not worry too much about expanding this map.
10-4.
I feel like I'm already stretching the limits of my multitasking quite then.
And ready.
And going for a proper expansion is probably a bit too much for me.
Mineral field depleted.
Oh, is that it? Born to be wild. You gonna
Yes, that's the last of the research in this map.
get something on your...
I might really need more supply depots.
Additional supply depots.
How about lending a hand?
Additional supply depots.
Not sure why they suggest Spider-Mans to defend your base with, since you can't even replenish those. It's kinda like, hey, you build vultures, they drop their shit, and then they're done with it.
Alright.
Never help you defend again. Not exactly reliable.
Additional supply
Okay,
depots
let's
required.
try going on this side now. So he's getting resources a lot slower this time around since we actually made a dent into their fucking SCVs. or resource income in general.
The doctor is in.
Wow, we actually managed to spin that vulture still. One thing that's a bit confusing about vultures is that their HP bars look much bigger than they actually are. Like their bars are massive, but they only have 75 HP, which is not even double that of an SCV. So they're not nearly as full as they look. To continue pushing on.
Road's calling. Oh, is that it? Alright, bring it on. How about lending a hand? Yeah, I'm going. Road's calling. Oh, is that it? Gonna be wild. How about lending a hand?
So in order to use vultures, you really need to. Oh shit. In order to use vultures, you really need to rely on their speed and dip in and out between your attacks, because otherwise they're too flimsy to really fight much. I think really they're pretty cheap at around 75. No, 75 is even cheaper.
What do you want?
Now you know that 75 is actually cheaper than 100. You're welcome. That's another one of our mining bases done.
Oh, is that
Get
it?
down here.
Alright, bring it on. Oh, it's on.
Alright, this is looking pretty well. Let's save here. Just in case we need to.
I feel it. Something on your mind. Born to be wild. Alright, bring it on. Roll. Oh, is that it? No problem.
Surprised he's even still chasing. Oh, good by that guy. Mines. Oh, it took a while. Oh, after they unborrowed, they had to reborrow, and that took them a while. Let's see. I think I'm winning the rest of that.
Mineral field depleted.
I read you.
Okay, that should have been the majority of the forces on that side. I am very low on marines, basically just marauders remaining.
Send some body bags.
Some more marines, I guess. You guys go long distance mine here while you have nothing better to do.
Something on your mind. No problemo. Yeah, I'm going.
Pop down a bunch of mines, just in case.
Armed and ready. Yeah. You want a PCB, boy? Take it.
That is not where I want to be.
This better be good.
I have made up my mind.
Sure it out, Sparky.
How about this that? That's a tank. Okay, I poked his main base, I feel like. I do not do that, because that is the...
Got a hold. Something on your mind. Yeah, I'm going.
Put some stuff up there first. Fuck, I actually managed to throw this away by accidentally poking his fucking main base. All of the units ever streamed out, and we just fucking lost our entire force. That was great.
Sure, something on your mind.
I guess I should understand this as, if you touch the high ground, you shall die.
Oh, is that it?
Let's take our newfound knowledge and place some mines on this side. Since that's where the last attack came from. It was pretty strong as well.
Problemo.
Let's go in here. You guys.
You gonna give me
This
orders?
shrimp.
How about lending a hand?
Was that not where the attack came from? Maybe I'm wrong.
Dig it. Yeah, I'm going.
Up a bunch of
Born to
mines.
be wild. Yeah. Alright, bring it on.
Right, that went better. Much better.
What do you want? Been waiting on you.
Mineral field depleted.
Something on your mind.
Should just drop down all of the mines. These guys are so short-lived that running out is not really that big of an issue anyway.
Yeah, I'm gone. By the number, how about lending a hand? No problemo.
Let's not go up that close this time around. Learn from our mistakes.
Yeah, I'm gone. Going to be wild. Dig it.
Bunch of salvage up here, very fine. Oh, I wonder if I should have a Reaper to jump up here. Maybe there's more hidden up there.
Dig it. No problemo. Going to be wild. Yeah. Going to be wild.
Your forces are under attack.
Oh shit.
Armed
Are
and
they?
ready.
Oh, what? Oh, they're clearing the mines. Oof, we reached 6,000.
Alright, Mira. We both know you're ripping me off. But I'm gonna hire you anyway.
My forces are yours, Jim. I'm so glad I got to side with you and Matthew.
Oh, scheming little. I'll show you what happens to double-dealing backstabbers.
They get paid apparently, so that's probably alright with her.
What do you want?
So we got all of this shit, which seems very fun. Let's go and immediately violently apply this.
Your forces are under attack.
Oh right, they had a Raven with them, so they can see my men, which is unfortunate.
What have you been waiting on?
Our SCVs are under attack.
Probably gonna lose this base, but we just got a much bigger base, so it's probably not a big deal.
What's on your mind?
But let's see if we can get in there.
You better send some body bags.
I got a little present headed your way.
Thank you for warning me. I was not ready.
Go on. Of course.
I think I just lost a bunch of stuff there, which is unfortunate, but what can you do? I still have SCVs. I do have exactly one. That's not a lot.
Move it.
Why are you there of all places? Guess it doesn't matter.
At the ready. Excellent. Victory is ours. What's on your mind? Of course.
Siege tanks.
The doctor is in.
Enough. Those are good siege tanks as well. Fuck, that's a strong ass force, yes, here. Okay, so I don't actually auto-win the map because siege tanks are strong. It's unfortunate. I'm pretty sure I'm still in a winning position here. I think we can continue playing this. I need to set up some sort of production and make some things like this, maybe. Not sure about diamond bags really. We can't make siege tanks with this, which means that these are incredibly valuable right here. Apparently there's no heat-seeking missiles, which I also very much approve of. Let's try to get some of these guys in.
You better send some body bags.
I think in the first game the siege and unsiege hotkeys are the same button, so I'm yeah. In this one it's E and D respectively, but in the first game it's both kind of I'm not sure. But it's definitely the same button, and it's not in this, so I'm confusing myself a bit. Oh, I didn't hotkey these. I'm very good at this game. More of this. Get upgrades for the first time ever. They were still spawning when I tried to roll them. I think I'm getting siege tank done. I do not approve of doing siege tank done. Just gonna slowly move these siege tanks up one by one. Yep, there's a siege tank up there. Okay. Let's gather them in, heal up, and then go in there in one somewhat concise push. Because otherwise we'll probably die. Do I have... Oh, that's a planetary fortress. I was hoping I had tough scans because I need high ground vision to take on that tank. I guess we'll just do it like this. This is probably the most expensive push I've ever had. I'm sure I have enough firepower to even take on this fucking battle cruiser. I do not at all have enough firepower to take on the battle cruiser. That is unfortunate. None of my factory buildings can attack. Buildings, I say. Factory units can attack air. That's kind of unfortunate.
This better be good.
Can't do that yet.
Need something blown up?
To retreat for a moment. Damn, those elite siege tanks are powerful.
Is it critical?
Should not be surprising, but it is apparently. Guess we can still add some. God damn it! Didn't think he was actually chasing me. Oh, that means he might be coming for the base, which means the battlecruiser will die to turrets. That'd be great. Let's hope that's the case. I like how I have 0 reactors, but I'm desperately trying to produce marines. It's almost like I could really affect the situation in some way, but it's probably not true.
Yep.
Oops, wrong button.
Yeah. By the number, you want a piece of me, boy? What needs killing? Go, go, go!
Yeah, my forces aren't exactly big.
Where does it hurt?
Armed and ready. What's the plan?
Don't even have air units in general, do I? So the only way for me to actually get high ground vision was to kind of do what I did there, by just kind of running in.
You want a piece of me, boy?
One thing that's a bit awkward about these mercenary marines is that they
Go on. What needs
they are not like if I have this control group here and I go to my marines and I press the stim pack button, it doesn't select the war pigs, sadly, so I have to stim those separately. Took me a while to figure that out. Kind of unfortunate in the way that works. Yeah, I don't have any medics because you keep sniping my medics.
The
It's
doctor
not
is in.
great.
What's on your mind? What's at the ready? On the move. What's that?
Okay, let's try to rally up here again and play siege once more.
The doctor is in.
I think I have enough marines this time to
Need some triage?
deal with any sort of bullshit battlecruiser. I misplayed so hard that I had no idea where I was camera-wise.
Excellent.
Always a good sign.
Devious. What's on your mind? Victory is ours.
Thankfully in this game you can queue up the siege mode, so I can just send the siege tank over here and shift queue the siege mode thingy.
Is it critical?
And that makes life a lot easier.
My pleasure. On the move. Victory is ours.
There's the battlecruiser. We actually managed to win the siege tank. Goodness gracious.
Not enough
Something like that.
minerals.
On the move.
I wonder if I'm strong enough to walk up here. I'm afraid I might not be. I guess I can just try to take down some of these buildings on the low ground. In the meanwhile. Isn't rebuilding that much of a supply, but might as well do something while we're sitting here.
What's the plan?
There's another siege tank up here somewhere, which is the one thing I'm really afraid of, to be honest.
I like it. At the ready. What needs killing? Sure. Go, go, go!
Let's grab these resources while we can. Oh, those are the ones that get reproduced all the time? That's right. Wonder if a Reaper jumping up here could find more bullshit for us.
Oh, it's on. Excellent. Of course. Big job, huh? What's on your mind? Go on. My pleasure.
Okay, so I think the way we're gonna do this, so I'm gonna send the Diamondbacks in first to try and soak some of the siege tank damage, and then we send the medic marines afterwards. Try and burn down the siege tank as fast as we can.
Of course.
Let's go do that.
What's the plan?
Apparently I'm fucking stupid and there's no more siege tanks. Or it's just the planetary fortress being a pain in the ass. Oh, let's do that then. Maybe there was one deeper in, I don't know. Thought I saw another one when we first came in.
I surrender. Just take your damn head now.
I ought to do the universe a favor and let you down. It's too bad I might need to hire you someday. Mira, do me a favor. Keep him on ice.
You got it, Raynor. I will keep the snake safe and sound for you. I will even do it for free.
I wonder how the speedrun solves this mission. They can probably take out the base with just what you are given from gathering the minerals, but I wonder what kind of approach they take, because that wasn't entirely easy even though I got a really strong force. That being said, I didn't micro it very much, so who knows. That's probably not even that hard of an achievement down here, just not producing SCVs. You start with 5, which doesn't sound like a lot, but the base minerals you have are minimal. Yeah, it's indeed a very interesting phrase right there.
Sir, the decrypted adjutant is back in the lab and ready to go.
Well, old girl, we dug you up on Tarsonis. Were you online during the Zerg attack? Do you remember anything about Arcturus Mengs being involved?
Mengs, Arcturus, ex-Confederate officer, civilian prospector, founder and leader of the Sons of Korhal terrorist group. Status, criminal. Accessing intercepted transmission 0081 to 0086 Alpha.
This is Duke. The emitters are secured and online.
Who authorized the use of psi emitters?
I did, Lieutenant.
What? The Confederates on Antigua were bad enough, but now you're gonna use the Zerg against an entire planet? This is insane!
She's right, man. Think this through.
I have thought it through. Believe me. You all have your orders. Carry them out. I will not be stopped. Not by you, or the Confederates, or the Protoss, or anyone. I will rule this sector, or see it burnt to ashes around me.
Holy... I can't believe it. We can nail Mengs to the wall with this.
Honestly, it's a bit weird that you don't have recordings of those pre-mission discussions from the first game, anyway. Like, where did we have to find an adjutant from back in the day? You'd think all this being transmitted would have been recorded somewhere. Anyway, alright, Fandango, welcome, welcome. We are already doing a mission over, or we already had to do a mission over. Protoss Tang, let's check this out. Slowest growing, antimatter gravitational anomaly. Anomalies. Stalker up in here. Very fitting.
I can't believe it. That recording proves it's all true. Mengs, Tarsonis, all of it. What will you do now?
Tell the people. Every man, woman, and child in the Dominion needs to know what their beloved Emperor is capable of.
The backlash will be awful. There'll be riots and uprisings everywhere. But that's just what you want, isn't it?
It's a start.
Alright, we have our first set of Protoss research done. Let's see what we got. The upgrades increase attack speed by 5% in addition to just increasing the damage. So that's 15% total attack speed increase for +3 upgrades. Probably a good thing. Armor also increases unit life by 5%. That also sounds pretty decent. Oh. I mean, with the way we're leaning into Marines, I feel like the better upgrade would be the attack speed one, since we're kind of blast cannoning anyway. That being said, especially in combination with medics, the getting up to 15% increased life seems alright. But maybe it's just one of those that sounds better on paper, because 15% increased life on a unit that has like 40 HP or something is minimal. Yeah, I think I'll just take the attack speed. Go full offense, fuck it. Oh, that was a good first research though. Actually, how many more points do I need? 3 more and then we get the second one. Also, we're close to the Zerg upgrade as well. Nice. Cool. Anything new in here? Word from Tychus.
I gotta know. Just what was it went down between you and Mengsk? Seems you boys were tight once.
I used to think Mengsk be a force for change. Fought alongside him right up until Tarsonis. That's where he crossed the line, by using Zerg to murder the whole planet. He left Kerrigan there to die because she called him out on it. Turned out he was just as rotten as the Confederacy ever was.
Damn. You sure know how to pick your friends, Jimmy.
Coming from a friend, suspicious. News.
Emperor, much has been written in regards to the tragic fall of Tarsonis. Toloski's investigative documentary, Imperial Dawn, even claims that you brought down the Confederate system by assuring Tarsonis' fall.
I've heard these conspiracy theories before, but the fact remains. The Zerg invaded Tarsonis en masse, and no force in the universe could have stopped their onslaught. It was a very terrible day.
Toloski's film highlights the seeming convenience of the aliens annihilating a corrupt government that you yourself spent a lifetime trying to overthrow.
Millions died that day, and you speak to me of convenience? Yes. I strove against the evils of the old Confederacy, but never with the object of personal gain. When I was called upon to take up the heavy burden of leadership, I did so only to ensure our continuing survival as a species.
Striking words from the Emperor himself. Up next, Zerglings allergic to lemon juice? Old wives' tale? Or new super weapon in the fight for humanity?
It would be pretty funny, wouldn't it, if it turns out the Zerg had some sort of secret, who would have seen that coming sort of weakness like that? I don't even think it would be that unlikely for some sort of alien species to just not be very good against some sort of everyday occurrence in life. Something completely normal for us. I very much in line with that. They look kind of adorable in this. Terran Marines are famously mistrustful of the spider lines, IFF sensors. Oh, I should have talked to this one first. Well, we have SCV upgrades, oh boy. Oh, we can fast construct, that's alright. Yeah, very much. And twice as fast repair. That also sounds quite nice in a lot of the missions that are coming up. That's a lot of Hydralisk that Bunker is tanking, but I guess that's also a decent number of SCVs. Hard to judge. Ultra upgrades. Mind Blast and trigger radius by 33%. Okay, let's see how much bigger that is. I didn't watch that much of Doctor Who. Seemed alright, but I just kinda lost interest after a while. Oh, that seems like a quite nice upgrade to have as well. Just being able to make more mines indefinitely. I always wondered about the 3 mines per vulture limit that was started in the first game. Like, I wonder why they did that. I guess you just kind of cycle through so many units that it eventually doesn't really matter as long as you just keep producing vultures, but it always confused me a little bit to just have a unit with an ability that runs out of its ability permanently. It just seems like a weird design decision as well. So I think I'm gonna get this bunker upgrade because I've been looking forward to that for a while. I haven't been really having any missions where bunkers were that useful, but maybe we'll get some more defensive ones in the future. And then it's gonna be nice, especially since we already have the range upgrade and the extra health for bunkers, so bunkers are now really strong. Yeah, those are the only two sets of doctors that I watched. I kind of stopped shortly after the, I have no idea what he's called, the next actor took over. And I never watched the old ones either. Yeah, I'm pretty bad with most actor names. I happen to know the two, I happen to know Eccleston and David Tennant, but the others I generally don't know. Also only because people talk about them that way. It's kind of hard to not call them by the character names, or by the actor names, since the Doctor is just always called the Doctor. I think I'm gonna take the double fast repair thingy. Yeah, very fun. Oh yeah, Swan, you wanted to
Those
talk?
goofy mercs are still using vultures, can you believe it? Damn things are death traps, even when you ain't got people shooting at you.
Careful now, Swan. My old vulture saved my skin more times than I care to remember. I ain't gonna listen to you trash talk a classic piece of engineering like that.
Classic? I suppose you can call them that. Of course, most folks like a bike that don't explode on them when the repeller seals freeze up, or the fuel cells start leaking radioactive waste. But hey, who cares if it's a classic, right?
No one likes a smart-ass, Swan.
Man's just mad that his bike is shit. Alright, guess we'll just pick the next one then. Ooh, this one is new.
The decrypted adjutant contains records proving Mengsk ordered the massacre on Tarsonis. Now we just need to broadcast those records. Mirahan gave us a tip that might help. The Dominion is unveiling a new war machine called the Odin on Korhal. If we hijack the Odin, we can use it to gain access to the UNN studios and broadcast the records of Mengsk's war crimes. The Odin is currently in the testing facility on Valhalla.
So this set of missions always felt like a very late game sort of deal for my brain, so I'm not gonna do that right now. This again.
My people stab.
I think we'll work towards finishing off this plotline here with Dr. Hansen. See where this goes.
We're almost to Haven, but there's still been no contact from... Sir, there's a Protoss fleet holding in orbit. They're disrupting all communications to the surface, and it looks like they're powering up their main weapons.
Jim, you have to stop this.
Matt, open a channel to the Protoss. Let's see how diplomatic they're feeling.
Intaro Tassadar, James Raynor. I am Executor Celendis. Your bravery and service to Ire are known to us.
Intaro Tassadar, Celendis. Listen, with all due respect, your fleet needs to pull back. The people on Haven are no threat to you.
Our observers detected Zerg hive spores infesting the colonists. They must be purified. If you wish to undertake this mission in our stead, we will permit it.
Jim, some of my people are infested. But you can't let the Protoss just destroy them all. If you keep the Protoss at bay, I know I can find a cure for the infestation.
The only cure for Zerg infestation is purification by fire. You know this to be true, James Raynor.
I can cure them, Jim. Believe me.
If you choose to resist us, we will meet in glorious combat. The choice is yours, James Raynor. We await your answer.
So Hansen makes a really bad case here, like, oh yeah, trust me, I'll find a cure, after having previously literally told me that it's probably impossible to ever cure this because it mutates too fast. Which makes a lot of sense for a Zerg type of virus. And if even some of them are infected, then that's gonna bin the entire colony, since that's exactly what happened previously, so I really don't think that this is a great choice. Let's see what the actual text says. Side with the Terran refugees against the Protoss is following out the Protoss by Dr. Hansen more time to search for a cure. Regardless of whether she finds a cure, Dr. Hansen's efforts will lead to new breakthroughs in Zerg research. Or we choose purify the colony. Side with your old allies, the Protoss, against the Terran refugees. Dr. Hansen will see this as a betrayal, but your actions will cleanse the colony of any infestation. The Protoss have also agreed to share some of their knowledge in exchange for your help. So, from the way they set this up, I think this is basically the only choice. Like, this is obviously the, oh yeah, good guy always believed that some miracle cure will pull out, but she has previously said that that is probably not happening, and now she's like, oh well, some of us might be infested, but I'm sure I'll find the cure. I mean, I don't know, I'm just gonna side with this. Sorry.
I'm so sorry, Ariel. But the Executor's right. Believe me, they wouldn't have come all the way here if their data wasn't conclusive. Call off your fleet, Celendis. This is a Terran thing. I'll handle it myself.
What? This isn't right. I thought you were a better man than this, Jim.
Ariel, if there was a cure, you would have found it by now. The only thing we can do is put an end to this once and for all.
I won't accept that. Every one of my people can be saved. I'm close to finding the cure, I know it.
Sounding a bit insane there, love.
Honor to you, James Raynor. You were ever a true friend of the Protoss. Although this work is painful for you, many more lives will be saved by your actions this day.
We've all laid it on the line for these folks more than once. But there's only one way we can help them now. We've got to save the ones we can, and kill the rest. I know it's terrible. But if we wipe out these infested settlements, we'll save the whole damn planet from being overrun.
Ain't nothing a little fire won't cure. A lot of ground to cover, though. We ain't got enough troops to be everywhere at once.
Don't worry about it. Swan's already got that covered.
Yeah, I got you covered. Had to call in a few favors to get the schematics for these babies. You owe me big time, cowboy. Don't forget, these bad boys can switch between air and ground mode anytime you need them to.
Those Vikings will make all the difference. But it looks like some of the infested colonists are turning already.
And those structures are infesting more of them.
Let's just get this done.
You'd think they'd just accept the help from the Protoss that were offering, like, hey, we're gonna burn these guys. Not sure why he turned that down. But alas, guess we'll do this ourselves.
Infestation source detected.
Sir, that virophage structure is spreading the Zerg virus to the colonists. We've got to destroy all the virophages. The more of them there are, the more infested we'll have to fight.
So this is what Hansen was thinking she could cure, by the way.
Zerg flyers. They match the reported profiles for broodlords. Be careful. They're lethal against ground targets.
Yeah, he's not kidding. Broodlords fuck ass.
Where are my Vikings at?
Alright, so we want some of these guys going.
Stay sharp. I want anyone that leaves the ship wearing a suit. Last thing I need is more people getting infested.
They infest Marines too, brother.
My orders still stand. Shouldn't be a problem for you though, Tychus.
Oh yeah. Let's get into the fight.
Add-on complete.
SCV ready. Affirmative.
Don't know yet what my oh, I didn't set a hotkey for, or a
add-on
belly point for this. That's unfortunate. I guess we'll just buy a vulture or two.
Not enough minerals.
I'm gonna try this first by going for a lot of Vikings. I kinda like Vikings.
Very well.
Alright.
Bring it on.
Custody. Nope, don't go downstairs. I want you up here.
I like it.
There we go.
Certainly. Transformation systems prime. Armed and ready.
Just get some
Ready to
of these
plunder.
going.
You ready for me? Let's get into the fight. Very well.
I am struggling to keep up with my macro. My brain is kind of not functional just yet. I'm sure we'll get there at some point.
The doctor is in.
We're really low on resources. And you know,
Is under
play
attack.
harder.
Transformation systems prime. SCV ready.
The doctor is in.
Why is this highlighted? I wonder.
Orders received.
Additional supply.
Can't hold them alone. Sure thing. Let's get into the fight. Very well. Certainly. I like it.
Broodlings coming out of Zerg buildings.
Inbound.
Guess Vikings are just not exactly the most combative of men. So you start with mines available by default, it's quite alright.
Where does it hurt?
Take the medics.
Fight or flight. Yeah, right.
Let's try not breaking 2 buildings at once, because there's just more broodlings for us to deal with.
You ready for war? Agreed. Victory. Made for battle.
Didn't really need to attack that, I guess, unless we're going to build down
That
and buff.
settlement has been cleared of Zerg biosignatures. Well done, sir.
Man, I'm low on SCVs for now.
Let's get into the fight.
I
All
hope there
right.
won't be an issue. Let's fly off to the moon.
Certainly.
But having a look around. So this is our first air unit, which is useful to have.
Agreed.
Even if it's just for scouting
well.
purposes.
I like it.
I think there's some
one
resource
lives
caches hidden
forever.
around this map somewhere. So just have them fly around for a bit.
Ready to blunder. Transfer. You made for fight or flight. Yeah, right. SCV ready.
New supply pop is quite expensive for a unit that isn't even that great in combat, but fuck it. We'll be able to field that somehow, I'm sure.
Let's get into the fight. Made for battle. SCV ready. I like it.
So Vikings can obviously change between ground and air forms, and the air form is really good against air units, and the ground form is really shit against ground units, but at least it can fire. It's basically the way that works in
Infested
my
are heading to
memory.
a settlement in the south.
Transformation. You ready for war?
Some gas right here.
Inbound. Certainly. Made for battle. You can fight or flight. Yeah. This better be good. Transformation system primed. No
Let's
one
see, what
lives
is this
forever.
space looking like? I think we can make this.
Yes, indeed.
So similar to the first game, Utilists are really good at harassing and being annoying to the opponent in general, and are pretty shit in direct combat, so our very strong air-to-air units should be able to handle them no problem.
Standing by.
I feel like another barracks, so I need much more SCVs. I am very bad at this.
By the numbers. You ready for war? Very well.
Remote when we first attack, or an infected marine can actually shoot back.
SCV ready. Armed and ready.
At least the transformation is a cool concept.
I like it. Ready for war. Ready to plunder. Very well.
Cancel this before it happens, very nice.
Certainly.
I knew Raynard'd save us.
Agreed.
Yeah, boy. We'll save all of you, clearly.
Stedman says Dr. Hansen has locked herself in the lab. Alone. She's desperate to save her people. I'm worried about what she might do.
I mean, what is she gonna do? She's a single scientist on a ship full of combat men. Probably not gonna be too dangerous, whatever she claims.
Transformation systems primed.
Right, let's continue assing around with the vultures. Those vultures are actually Vikings, never mind. I talk massive shit. Actually, let's fly back and get prepared for a moment.
You want a piece of me, boy? SCV ready.
The doctor is in.
Add-on complete. Additional supply depots.
Yeah, I'm working on that. Let's just grab some of you and have you auto repair them in.
Well, butter my biscuit.
Not enough minerals.
Transformation system. This better be.
The doctor is in.
I wonder if they'll alert me to another place being infested soon. It looks like we're all healthy again. Guess we'll fuck around with this space for a bit. There's some hydralisks here which are kind of exactly what I don't want to face, but I think we're reaching, or at least approaching critical mass. That shouldn't be too big of a deal anymore.
In the rear with the gear.
I should probably also get an armory going so we can get our air attack upgrades.
My goose is getting cooked. Can't hold them alone. Transformation systems prime. No one lives forever.
The one thing that's a little bit awkward about these units that have two completely separate modes is that normally if your force gets attacked, they'll at least retaliate by default, like they'll automatically try to fight back for a bit. If I'm in air form and there's this, oh boy, I will not attack this on ground, I think. Yeah, let's not go there just yet.
Another settlement is being infested by
Let's
the
go there
Zerg.
instead. Seems like a better place to do. But yeah, if my Vikings are in air mode and there's a single Hydralisk passing by to annoy them, then they won't be able to retaliate at all. Normally, at least your units will fight back for a while, but in this case, if I'm not microing them, they're probably not gonna do very much at all. Not a good landing spot. I did not manage to land simultaneously at all. Yeah. I think I want another gas.
Without you.
Made for battle.
Look at us saving all these poor innocent people. We are the true heroes. That is not where I want to be.
I like it. Agreed.
Some of these going. Not sure why I bought that single vulture. It's kind of pointless. Oh, I'm assuming they're gonna be here next. Or at least at some point soon. Maybe not next. But let's see if we can bother this place a little bit. The other two seem very dangerous. I'm assuming there's stuff here as well, but may as well give it a look.
For battle. Yes, indeed.
Base is under
I don't see anything too dangerous, which is alright. I like the little air mid-air turnaround about these guys. Quite funny. Those few infected marines are actually annoying me quite a bit.
Inbound. Ready to blunder.
Upgrade complete.
I just lost a lot of guys there.
You ready for war?
Might need to actually ass up with the ground force there at some point. I have 2 idle SCVs, let's not have that happen.
This better be good. You want a piece of me, boy? Kaboom, baby!
We head over here and then
Ready to blunder. Let's
you guys
get
over
into
here
the
as well. I want my main force to be as strong as possible. Then we'll try to take that base. Should be feasible sometime soon. You guys auto repair all my men, and then you go back to the minerals place.
In the rear with the
Grab
gear.
some more supply depots.
SCV ready.
The only idle SCV, I'm okay with this. I should probably also get an engineering base so I can get more upgrades. I've been really bad at getting upgrades and shit recently.
Another settlement is coming under attack.
Once again, looks like an air-only base. I'm sure we can do that. There was an Ultralisk here. I'm not sure if we've found and killed it yet.
What needs killing? My goose is getting cooked.
Yeah, this once again looks like there's no ground to air units, which is quite nice again. We need to snap the blue boat before I do any sort of landing. Right, we're taking that base though, which is pretty cool. Surprised at the very fast amount of progress we're making here.
Fight or flight.
Okay, let's try landing all in the same spot this time around.
You ready for war?
Yeah, that wasn't exactly perfect, but it was better, so we'll take it.
Can't hold him alone. Go on. What's on your mind? Ready to plunder. Made for battle. Let's get it.
I knew Raynard'd save us!
I'm surprised that saving these men isn't a secondary objective or anything. They just kind of say, hey, please save us, and then I save them, and they're like, alright, cool, thank you, and that's it. That's the entire situation there.
Could use some help here. Keep your shirt on. Get me out of here. At the ready. Of course. Made for battle. We could use some help here.
You got this? Stop whinging.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, so the space was a bit vulnerable to being annoyed by Vikings from the
Concentrations
looks
of
of
Zerg
things.
biosignatures.
I like it.
Maybe I was wrong.
Agree. What? Can't hold him alone.
Yeah, let's just GG over for a sec.
No one lives forever. What's on?
Oh, I am already low on supply again. Oh, you locked yourself in, that's how you stop going in. But he just got blocked for a moment, but alas, managed to fuck it up so thoroughly that he's actually unable to continue.
You gonna give me orders?
Right, let's get the ground forces in there. And I want some of you guys to stop working for a sec.
Sure
Then
thing.
repair me.
For battle. Ready to plunder. This better be good. Roads calling.
Mineral field depleted.
I'm assuming there's another base here that they're gonna
Mineral
try to
field
capture at some
depleted.
point, so like 1 or 2 more basically.
Go on.
All my minerals are depleting.
Coming
See if
through.
I
What's going on?
can set up a second base up here. Is that enough to take this base? I wonder.
Sir, the infested are closing in on a settlement to
Hey,
the
look, who was
north.
correct again.
What's on your mind?
I'm very smart. I guess we'll do a safety save.
Plunder. Victory is ours. Let's get
There's a Bane lane. More Bane lanes that will put them. That's nice.
I like it.
Okay, this space is a bit bigger than I thought. Wonder if we can even take that.
Can't hold him alone.
Okay, I need to get this billboard.
Easy, boy.
Yeah, we're not running this just yet. Alright, let's reload then. I don't wanna have to rebuild my entire army just for an experiment. I guess I can just sit here for a while. Maybe, never mind, I should probably sit on the base, because they might attack from the other side still. So let's just go back here.
Additional supply
I think I just need
depots
to bring
required.
the Vikings as well, so they can snipe the air units that are problematic, like the Broodlords, for example. I built that armory, and then I never built more upgrades. I'm very good this game. At least for this sort of base, I can just move my Vikings in and not worry too much with it. Right, so if they all land somewhat simultaneously, then they are actually a good fighting force. Just if they are spread out and not landing simultaneously is where things hit the fan in a very unfortunate way.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
Did I misplace that? No, never mind.
Yes, sir. You ready for war? I like it. What? This better be good. Yeah, right. What's the plan?
You better send some body bags.
Victory.
Why is there a lone medic up there?
Go on.
Not sure what happened there.
Ready to blunder.
Maybe that's Hanson herself? Oh, I should probably have put you into flight mode before trying to fly you over a cliff. That would have helped, I guess.
Hold. All right. You can't hold
Base is under attack.
God damn it, whichever side I'm... Oh. Okay, never mind. That was somewhat painful.
Let's get into the fight.
I like that I recognize a group of Banelings rocking up, but I'm not actually good enough to deal with them. I just see that happening and I'm like, well shit, I'm about to get fucked. And then it happens and I'm like, yep, that's what I expected to have happen. Nice.
Ben, go ahead.
So we'll send some of you guys up here.
Gotcha. What? Who was? Big job, huh?
Guess we have an SCV with us now in that group. I'm okay with this. Alright, we got 200 supply. Not gonna get better than that.
Complete.
At least 200 supply capacity, I should say. Okay, this place has a lot of spore crawlers, so we're probably not gonna be able to do anything about that. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna save again. And try breaking this base again, this time with my Vikings as well as my ground forces.
Fight or flight? What's on your mind? Let's get into the fight.
Although knowing the timing,
Depleted. Upgrade.
I'm assuming that they're gonna try infesting this place just as I rock up. Never mind.
is being infested by the Zerg.
Already happening.
What's the plan?
No, actually, we should still got it on there, I guess.
For battle.
Okay, we get more upgrades. Look at me. I'm remembering to press buttons. Very good of me. Should do that more often.
What's on your mind?
That's not the button, this
Big
is the
job,
button.
huh? Huh? Ah! You scared me!
Anything else I need? We have everything that's useful. I guess they've been attacking with a bunch of mutilisks. Let's just plop down 2 turrets, it's probably gonna help. At least emotionally. Oh, I should probably also finish clearing this out rather than just taking out the air units.
Inbound. Victory.
I should give them a stop command before asking them to land, because some of them just keep gliding for a moment and it's not fantastic.
We'd all be dead without you.
You probably would, but that's okay. That's why I'm here.
Inbound. Go ahead.
RC's up here.
Go on.
Alright, let's do this properly. Fucking infestors need to die.
Mineral field depleted. Base is under attack.
Actually, that's fine. Oh, that went much better.
Upgrade complete.
My goose is getting cooked. Transfer. Let's get. On the move. You ready for war?
These guys don't even have minerals for me to claim as a result.
Looks like this area's secure.
Damn.
Keep it up, fellas. We can stop this.
Let's have a
Head over here, get myself repaired.
Upgrade complete.
These guys just camp the enemy base for a bit.
On the move. Ready to
Where are you going with your overlords, mate? I do not appreciate that.
Vespine geyser exhausted.
Let's try to intercept those in case that's a drop.
Mineral field depleted.
Huh? Big job, huh?
You two go in here, you run over here, build this refinery.
What's on your mind? Transformation systems prime.
There's some gas down there, interesting.
Vespine geyser exhausted.
Okay, I'm gonna get my... Ah, fuck it, I'm not returning the Vikings. I think this should be good enough. This looks like a strong enough force to break this.
At the ready.
Yep, basically no air units left. Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't turn the, how do I do this again? Does this work? It does, nice. I'm surprised they didn't turn the rescue men, like rescue the civilians thing into a side effect of this one. Seems like it's tailor-made for that sort of thing. But nah, they just alerted me, hey, it's happening, and do something about it if you want. If not, it's fine. So, who knows. Maybe this is one of the achievements. But it's still weird that it's, I think, the only mission we've seen so far that didn't have a bonus objective. Aside from the very first one, which was just, hey, move your marines across the map and be done with it, as a sort of tutorial. Never checked this corner of the map.
Sir, it's done. I'm not detecting any
right
more
here.
Zerg, but we have a problem in the lab.
Yeah, with 3 settlements protected. That was actually super easy to protect though. Oh yeah, 5 settlements. Yeah, we protected all the settlements, so... That was a very easy mission comparatively. Odd. Maybe I just happened to build the right unit, but the Viking felt like the natural unit to build here since you get it on this mission and... Seems less like a good unit to have here. Who knows? Cutscene time.
Ariel. You in here? Matt, seal all access points.
I wonder if there would be 3 fragments if we had picked up the 3rd already.
Oh God, not you too.
Will you enjoy it? Will you enjoy killing me? Like you killed my children?
You're infested. You're dead already.
Do it. Finish it.
I feel like we made the correct choice, Walker. New mercenary is nice. Oh yeah, and Protoss research, very fine as well. Some news, friend of the Protoss thingy. Everybody wants to talk. Alright, let's chat with Tosh first.
I heard about what went down in the lab. Pity that. But don't let yourself get distracted from what has to be done. Take my advice. Keep it simple. No attachments. No strings. Just you. Against the universe.
Sometimes I feel like anything I start caring about just gets destroyed.
Not your fault. Did you ever stop and think what had happened if all those refugees from Agria had gone to the core worlds? That Hansen was a honey trap right from the start.
Not sure about that phrase, honey trap. I wonder if that's like an actual term people use. To me it just sounds weird because I don't know it. The Daylam Protoss give the seal of recognition to James Rayner to declare their gratitude for his actions on the planet Haven, which he cleansed of a foul Zerg infestation. That he did. Let's see what the news has to say about this.
Your best and only source for news. This is Donnie Vermillion for UNN. Refugees continue to flood Dominion space. They can't seem to find a safe planet anywhere, and they're showing up on our doorsteps.
Donnie, Emperor Mengsk today announced that he's ordered the fleet to turn away refugee ships that enter core world systems, which raises the question, will Dominion ships really fire on unarmed civilian vessels? General Warfield had this to say.
All our efforts at this time are focused on halting the Zerg advance on the core world.
In other words, the General dodged the question. If Dominion forces fire on unarmed civilians...
Now, Kate, we can't second-guess our boys in the field, can we? You heard it here first. For UNN, I'm Donnie Vermillion.
Old Mengsk is finding that running an empire ain't all it's cracked up to be.
I don't know why, but that fucking your best and only source of news just fucking killed me. Such an obvious line for what I've been writing rather the entire time, but it's just it just caught me off guard.
You gonna tell me I told you so? That we never should have gone to Agri in the first place?
I ain't about to kick dirt on you when you're down. Just some bad luck is all. Besides, I'm sure your Protoss buddies are real proud of you.
It was our own mess to clean up. I don't give a damn what the Protoss think.
Seems like a bad attitude to have since the Protoss are basically on your side. At least some of them. Alright, Elite Vikings. Let's have a look at these boys. We get 3 big man Vikings, extra health, extra damage. Sound very nice to have. 3 of these take on 2 carriers. Well, 7. And after the first one, I guess, to show off. Making them look better than they are. But before we commit to that, let's check out the laboratory, or not the laboratory, the armory, and check out what upgrades the Vikings have. Look at these boys, goddamn. The fucking Mech Warrior Online right here. That'd be an interesting turn for the whole battle mech thing, or Mech Warrior thing, to just have a mech that can not just use jump jets, but like transform into a flying version or some shit.
Do you think we could have saved more of those colonists?
Honest? No. And you got your head up your ass if you think any different.
There had to be a better answer, though. Maybe if we caught it earlier.
Look, if the Protoss, with all their tech, psionics, and big freaking alien brains couldn't do anything for them, there ain't nothing we could have done. Sometimes life's just rough that way.
So let's have a look at what upgrades the Vikings have. Starships, bit of an overstatement, but maybe they do actually fly through space, so who knows. Vikings do area damage. That sounds pretty neat, since a lot of time, like in this scenario here, the area units are stacked up quite a bit. Vikings gain extra range. That also sounds pretty decent. Very expensive though. Aww. I think we're gonna buy this area of effect upgrade, and then we're gonna unlock the mercenaries for them.
You came to the right place.
Did I know? I approve. I hire. Let's check out the new Protoss research then. Research console. Very good for than me. Yeah, okay, cool. The Bloody Post can be built instantly. What the fuck? Oh, I didn't remember that. That seems pretty good. Oh. Refineries produce Vespian gas 25% faster. Also applies to automated refineries. Oh boy, that also sounds really good though. Gas income is very limiting in some areas of the game, and some maps, generally speaking. This actually feels like a very meaningful upgrade choice compared to the first one. Huh. I feel like the instant supply depots is more of a, oh, I fucked up, let me just drop down a bunch of supply depots thing, which in theory shouldn't happen, so this seems almost strictly better in that regard. But I do fuck up my supply depots all the time, so maybe it's exactly the sort of research that a man like me should have. But this seems so strong for later maps where we might have to build some big man endgame units like battlecruisers or a lot of tanks or whatever. I think we'll just get the faster Vespian gas research. This kinda seems too good to pass up. Protoss tank has grown bigger. Still keeps growing. Big old gravity thing in there. I'm once again not reading this, I apologize. Right, I think that's everything checked out. Back to the bridge we go. Nothing new here. The 3 options, so that chain is done. So what's interesting about that chain is that... Shut up. What's interesting about that chain is that we actually ended with a proper choice, like choosing between the Protoss and the... well, the colonists, I suppose. And it's not just a story-based choice, we actually get different rewards, being either Protoss research or Zerg research. So that's quite fun that we actually have a big man decision there, and I think we're gonna have another one coming up soon-ish in this storyline as well. Anyway, let's go and get the Terrazine gas on Belshir, which is not exactly a big description of the mission, but I think that one is coming up right now. Description, that is.
Here we go. Much prettier than Redstone, yeah?
I don't much like fighting Protoss if I can avoid it.
Not just any old Protoss. Fanatics called the Tal'Darim. They believe the Terrazine is sacred. A gift from the Xel'Naga.
If these Tal'Darim bring in their air power, they're gonna hammer us. Swan, get the Goliath schematics loaded at the factory. If their anti-air missiles are still any good, we might just pull this off.
All right, cowboy. I'll get the Goliath schematics loaded so we can build more.
How do we get to the Terrazine?
See those altars? Tal'Darim mystics set him up to collect the Terrazine. We just need to grab it.
Music is getting very into this.
Our SCVs will be able to haul the Terrazine. We just gotta keep it protected. With any luck, we can pick up what we need before the Tal'Darim find us. All right, let's get to it.
I seem to remember this mission. I seem to remember struggling with it a bit. I also like how we could have just loaded the Goliath schematics earlier and had another unit available if Raynor just told the man, hey, load the schematics, and the man was like, oh yeah, sure, I'll load the schematics, MP. It's a bit arbitrary, even compared to a lot of the other unlocks.
Big job, huh?
Alright, so let's start working on this shit. Ground upgrades, have some Goliaths off the bat. See. Those numbers look significantly, well, the ground ones at least look significantly better than
sights, brother.
the old game.
Lives a little easier.
Oh, I start with
Our
0 guns.
SCVs can pick up Terrazine canisters and move them. It'll take them a while to disconnect the canister, so make sure you watch out for them.
Heavy fire support unit is all you have to say about it.
SCV ready.
Guess it's not that wrong.
Who wants some?
Find 3 Protoss relics. We gather Terrazine and they can seal up to 7. Alright.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Pretty normal.
SCV ready.
Get some boys on gas as well.
This
They waddle so much faster than they look like. Like that walking animation is pretty funny.
I'm on it. I feel you.
I don't want to start this up right now because I need my SCVs. I say forgetting to build SCVs for a bit. You idiot.
By the number. In the rear with the gear. Well, butter my biscuit. SCV ready.
Well, butter my biscuit. Oh, that's why we didn't have any gas. I immediately got the infantry weapon upgrade. I'm very smart.
Add-on complete.
Not because that's a bad upgrade to get, but because I confused myself
Additional supply
successfully.
depots required.
If only I had instant supply depots, that'd be great, wouldn't it? Nah, I don't really regret that choice. I think the bigger gas production is actually the better choice
The
though.
doctor is in.
SCV ready.
Upgrade complete. Transmission.
This land was sacred to the Tal'Darim before Terrans ever reached the stars. You must depart immediately.
Hold on now. We just need some of this gas here. We'll be long gone before you know it.
No. You
No.
shall not defile the breath of creation. Tal'Darim warriors, execute all those who would desecrate our altars.
The Protoss are mobilizing, sir. Looks like they're gonna go after our SCVs when we harvest the Terrazine. I suggest we only harvest one side at a time and run with a heavy escort.
That slowdown there was quite useful, because the Zealots couldn't reach the medic in time. Also, finally have the second medic to repair the first medic. Oh, I am supply stuck again. God damn it.
Not enough minerals.
That Zealot was just standing next to the SCV for some reason. Huh. Like it didn't even attack from what I could tell.
Is it critical?
I've got the first canister unhooked, sir. I'll take it to the nearest command center.
Goliath online.
Good job. That's the first canister field.
Yes, you did this very simple objective that I asked you to do. Very fine. Thank you, Tosh. Love you too.
Bad news. SCV ready.
I do actually like Tosh to a certain extent.
This better be good.
He's like an alright kind of guy. Hey, there's some photo shots for us to pick up. I feel like I want a little bit more ass before I go in.
SCV ready.
Just get these Goliaths repaired if I can.
The doctor is in.
From the description, it also sounds like this is one of those missions where I'm going to be happy to have the improved missile turrets that we researched. Alright, let's go move out a little bit.
Orders received.
Once we don't stumble into anything too dangerous, we should be fine. Oh, he's sealing that. Good
Warning.
timing for me.
The Tal'Darim are sealing off a Terrazine altar.
Wonderful. The Tal'Darim are sealing off the Terrazine altar so we can't get at them. If they keep it up, we won't be able to collect enough.
Warning, the Terrazine are sealing an altar. Oh no, the Terrazine are sealing an altar. Wait, that's Tal'Darim are sealing a Terrazine altar, that way around. Fuck it. These are difficult words, I promise.
Been waiting on you. Gangway, coming.
Additional supply depots required.
Got it. What's going on?
The doctor is in.
I mean, I did admit that that was probably gonna be an issue for me with fucking getting supply stock all the time. I'm very good at getting supply stock. Too good for a man that's played StarCraft basically all his life.
Not enough. Upgrade complete.
Hey Doc! Welcome, welcome. Glad you could make it. We're fighting some Protoss today.
Base is under attack.
And we're getting killed in the base today. That increased repair speed really saved my butt there, that was nice.
The Tal'Darim are sealing off a Terrazine altar.
Fuck. Did I cancel my own gathering of the voltage there? Yeah, fuck him. Why are my forces splitting up? That's the least thing I want them to do, splitting up.
SCV ready.
I am not making that in time, I don't think.
Will do.
Keep this time in the game, run first.
That's fine. Why not?
Nice, snipe this. Come on. There you go, that was close. Probably gonna cost me some then, but that's probably worth it, I think.
Armed and ready.
I think I want this expansion here.
Keep your shirt on, Sparky.
Don't leave me hanging.
Why not?
Been playing the last couple of maps pretty low eco in general. Like low production, low resource income. Let's try changing that a bit. More factories. I think we can take this now.
SCV ready.
What? Oh, I had a Marauder sitting
The
there.
Tal'Darim are sealing off a Terrazine altar.
I should go deal with that before I take the space.
Say the word, baby.
This better be good.
I like that the scout briefly fucked off for some reason. I don't actually have an issue with them cancelling my own mission progress thingy, as long as I also cancel their mission progress thingy, because then we'll be just buying ourselves more time ultimately.
Go on.
Do you need a tech lab for Goliath? That's kind of ass.
SCV ready.
Good sized one. I'll get a second of that. That's alright. I think that was the force that was trying to attack me there. It's good to have intercepted that.
Add-on complete.
I did not mean to click the SCV. Marauders and Goliath seems to be the competition that I'm going to be rolling with for the most part. I don't know if that's actually a good comp, or if it's just what I'm bumbling face first into.
The Tal'Darim are sealing off a Terrazine altar.
It's going to be difficult for me to contest. I shall try.
What's up?
Add-on complete.
It's on.
Cannons are pretty good at, wow, those are fucking Colossi. It's pretty spooky. Snipe me. They cancelled it. No, they got it off. Fuck, that cost me all my forces. Bullshit.
Big job, huh?
I got two working on those. Lower these, get in here. Actually, I want you to go up here as well. Oh, I'm still missing a gas man on this. Guess everybody misses gas man every now and then.
Upgrade complete.
Get a bunch of
Add-on
these, add
complete.
this, one of these. It's my entire force, which is basically nothing.
Not enough minerals.
Don't leave me hanging. Of course. It's go time.
The doctor is in.
Let's have a blast.
Better send some body bags.
Upgrade complete.
Man, him attacking with Colossi and Psystorm is pretty rough.
Warning. The Tal'Darim are sealing off a Terrazine altar.
May have just lost too much of my stuff on that first attack.
Say the word, baby.
Or on that recent attack, rather. Because I can't contest these for a bit.
Believe it.
I'll try to snipe the prod again. I don't think I get away with this one now.
It's go time. Don't leave me hanging.
Where does it...
Why are you stuck in there? Oh, because you're actually stuck. That's
Base
unfortunate.
is under attack. Our SCVs are under attack.
I don't mind him taking out a few of my supply depots.
Base is under attack.
Aww, it was almost finished building. I need to look this off so that my Goliath can actually fight. And now that my ground force is done. Okay, that was horrible. Let's try this again. There has been an autosave. Let's see when that was. So we'll just, if all else fell through, just do over. Not a big deal.
Good job. That's the first
That
canister
was a
field.
very long time ago, autosave. Okay, let's try this again.
What's going on?
Better this time, I guess. Oh, I could have maybe bought these guys, although they're expensive, but they would have really helped with the Colossi.
Got it. Oh yeah. SCV ready.
Who wants some?
I think they're gonna go for this one next. Memory serves. And then this one is afterwards.
Bad news. In the ring. SCV ready.
It's go time.
Not get the armor yet.
Warning. The
Gotta
Tal'Darim
find
are
another
sealing
factory
off the
right now.
Terrazine altar.
Wonderful. The Tal'Darim are sealing off the Terrazine altar so we can't get at them. If they keep it up, we won't be able to collect enough.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Add-on complete.
That was a really good fight. It's basically no loss this time. I think I really needed to just fight the Void Race a little bit better in that last situation. Like I just did not do that very well at all. Oh, I need you to go back here. Just below it, and then I want this.
Not enough
And
minerals.
the 40 armory, 150 is coming up. There we go. Let's put it here.
Armed and ready. Roger. Who wants some?
The doctor is in. Please state the nature of your medical emergency.
Let's quickly grab one of these to repair my Goliaths. You actually stuck yourself again, you idiot. How dare you? Thankfully scouts are still pretty bad. Did he bin my SCV here? He did. What a nod. I guess it's a reasonable reaction to watching the SCV repair me.
Sure. Armed. Who wants some?
Okay, so this is the one that was quite difficult to get to. I just barely managed to snipe that, but it cost me quite a bit. Wonder if I should just let this one fall this time around.
Add-on complete.
Yes, sir. We could use some help here.
I mean, my forces are a little bit bigger this time around, and I'm in the right spot already. So maybe it works out. Yeah, we didn't lose that much this time. Okay. Let's just sit here for a moment while we get more stuff going. I want that kind of composition.
I'm going.
Get one of these in here.
Scared me.
Upgrades, infantry upgrades, no
Insufficient
gas.
SP
Oh yeah, I'm
gas.
still on one gas, I'm stupid. To change that.
In the rear, we've been waiting on you.
The irony of a mission about collecting gas and me being out of gas. Actually, while I'm here, I may as well start this. Maybe that will distract their attack forces as well. Let's get some of these guys as well.
Armed and ready. I'm on it. Go, go, go! assistance required.
Warning. The
I
Tal'Darim
think
are
that
sealing
guy's
off
gonna be
the
able to
Terrazine
finish
altar.
without too much trouble, so let's try and get over there to prevent this from happening.
Of course.
Finished. Yeah, I think he makes that. Nice.
Orders received. You can. SCV ready. Oh yeah. Bad news.
Let's go over here. I think I'll try taking that base in the meanwhile.
In the rear with the gear. This better be good. I feel it.
Never mind, wasn't that close for me? That side storm hurts a lot. Oh my god. I just lost basically everything to fucking 2 side storms there. God damn it, that was a lot of ow.
Upgrade complete. Our SCVs are under attack.
Yeah, I'm not defending that. No chance in hell. Taking too many losses already.
This better be big job, huh?
Warning. The Tal'Darim
I
are
will
sealing
not
off
even
the
attempt to reach
Terrazine
that because I
altar.
just need to lick my wounds for a second.
SCV ready.
I have idle workers.
Yep.
I had 1 idle worker apparently. Never mind, I had 2. And now less idle.
Oh, it's on.
I feel like my idea of going Goliaths here is not really paying off, because they're very expensive and I'm still on 1 base for now. Maybe that's sort of a long-term thing, where it becomes viable at some point. Man, those storms absolutely annihilated me. It's really bad. And later then also start working on the find something.
SCV ready. You want a piece of me, boy? I'm on it. Looking forward.
There's the Colossi. Gonna be a pain in the ass. They're actually fucking me with Colossi and Psystorm. Damn. It's a pretty strong combination. I'm
This better be good.
kind of shocked to run into that.
Warning. The Tal'Darim are sealing
Let's
off
not
the
go that
Terrazine
way.
altar.
There's a silly way.
Want some?
Go this way around. Seems like a more healthy place to be. There's some SCVs in here, but I can't find them. There's one.
Been waiting on you.
Goliath online.
SCV ready. You gonna give me orders? Huh?
Guess I'll gather this over here.
This better be good.
Never mind, he's taking the long way around. He's just gonna die.
What's going on?
Guess I was
By the
wrong.
number. Gangway. Coming through. Move it.
I don't think I can afford to upgrade right now.
Goliath online.
Been waiting on you.
Alright, I should probably try to... I need to defend this first.
SCV ready.
Hope he doesn't attack me in the meanwhile.
You gonna give me orders? Go, go, go! This who wants some?
There's a force coming up. Oh no, that's
Warning.
stealing
The
another one of these
Tal'Darim are
canisters.
sealing off a Terrazine altar.
Or altars, rather.
Keep your shirt on.
Mineral field defeated.
The doctor is in.
to bring these fucking weathers. We could get the Terrazine, but it costs us a lot. We do have the second base running now though, which is very welcome. Grab some of these boys. I think I grabbed a few too many. Actually, I grabbed probably just enough. Just about the right amount.
3 down. You're doing great. Keep it up.
Thank you.
Geyser exhausted.
I think I'm gonna do this.
Mineral field depleted.
Where's my geyser that's exhausted? Here.
Go ahead. In the rear with the... You gonna give me orders?
Got a planetary fortress going here.
Huh?
Assistance required.
Roger that.
Warning. The Tal'Darim are sealing off a Terrazine altar.
Good.
Warning. The Tal'Darim are sealing off a Terrazine altar.
I don't mind dropping the faraway ones there. Guess I can't really contest that anyway.
Huh? Go ahead. What's going on? Ah! You scared me! Been waiting on you. SCV ready.
Okay, let's try gathering one of these castles.
The doctor is in.
Probably also want these guys to repair my men quickly.
Armed and ready. SCV ready.
Goliath online.
SCV ready. I'm going. In the rear.
Should be running out soon as well. Yeah.
The doctor is in.
Baby.
I haven't really found the Protoss research sadly. Okay, I think I need to go and contest that
The
now.
Tal'Darim are sealing off a Terrazine altar.
Yep.
Mineral field depleted.
I feel ya.
That's over half the canisters you wanted.
Looking forward to it. That's fine. I'm on.
Guess we'll take out this little base here as well.
Affirmative.
Oh, I did not mean to rally that. I'm gonna rally here. Oh, what I had now is liquid. I don't know.
Mineral field depleted.
Okay, 2 research done. We interrupted this sealing force for a while.
Gangway coming through.
Mineral
Oh, some of you guys over here repair my men. I really need to do that more, I think.
Goliath online.
These Goliaths are a bit too expensive to keep bleeding.
Warning. The Tal'Darim are sealing off
I'm not
a Terrazine
sure I can
altar.
contest that one specifically.
Doctor is in.
Those storms, please no.
It's go time.
Yeah, I am not fighting that right now.
You got
That was sadly too much for me.
Goliath online.
Mineral field depleted.
I guess it always looks worse because of the fucking scouts being in there. But all very
in the
spooky.
rear with the gear.
Damn those Tal'Darim. Every altar they shut down sets us back further. You need to get some of your boys out there and stop them.
Wonder if I can
Goliath online.
maybe run a guy in there. Well, I am running low on supply.
Bold move, Mr. Reyna. Collecting Terrazine from 2 places at once.
Sure, it's gonna be harder to keep the Tal'Darim off our backs. But the quicker we're done here, the sooner we can get off this rock.
Incoming transmission.
You shall not steal the breath of creation so easily.
Careful. They're sending their ships to take out your SCVs. Shoot them down quick, or we're finished.
Warning. The Tal'Darim are sealing off the Terrazine altar.
I mean, I think I'm winning the mission this way. Like, I just won, but I didn't find all the research. Oh, we didn't pick this up either. Okay, I can't do that. Yeah, I just lost again. Fuck it. Ugh. I shouldn't have committed to taking all three. As I gave those orders, I was like, yeah, I haven't done the bonus objective yet, so that's probably a bad idea. Let's see what the autosave is.
3 down. You're doing great. Keep it up.
After I started bleeding my units too heavily.
Minerals.
And we'll find a way to make it work.
Mineral field depleted.
Move it! Big job!
Not enough minerals.
I also don't need to turn this into a planetary. They haven't been attacking me very much.
The doctor is in.
Like, this was the last attack I think they ever sent to this base in that other attempt, so...
Warning. The Tal'Darim are sealing off a Terrazine altar. Warning. The Tal'Darim are sealing off a Terrazine altar.
I think I need to focus fire these borders more.
Orders received. 10-4. In the rear with, huh? Big job, huh? Bad news. Going, what's going? SCV ready.
I think I desperately needed a reactor barracks to get some marines going.
Need some triage.
If we have to try this mission again, then I'll probably just straight up go Bioforce rather than for these Goliaths. Like, they're a fun unit, but I'm not sure they're actually helping me as much as I need them to. Being said, I'm not doing exactly great on upgrades or anything, so it's kind of an unfair statement to make maybe, since the conditions aren't exactly ideal for them.
Big job, huh?
Put one more guy over here, and then should sort us for a bit.
The doctor is in.
SCV ready.
It's about to get online.
I'm going.
Warning. The Tal'Darim are sealing off a Terrazine altar.
I think I can afford to drop that as well.
The doctor is in.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Slam down some of these boys. Probably hit a lot against the Chaos Iron check.
Yes, sir.
Add-on complete.
And ready.
D2, focus fire.
Damn Tal'Darim. Every altar they shut down sets us back further. To get some of your boys out there and stop them.
Okay, this time I remember to pick up the research, so that's nice.
Looking forward to it.
Good position to be in. Let's get one of you guys working on...
I'm going.
Yes, this one? I mean, we're heading over here, so let's maybe go for this one. I want to be here to pick up the research bit, so that's done.
Mineral field.
I also haven't set up the fucking controller for that yet. Rally point, I mean.
Warning. The Tal'Darim are sealing off a Terrazine altar.
The doctor is in.
Yeah, I didn't die to Sidestorm this time. That's weird. Dying to everything else, but not the first time.
We better send some body bags.
Bullshit. 10 out of entire units. That is not right. He intercepted my forces.
SCVs are under attack.
About to get heavy.
Oh. Oh, you're gonna have to go through an animation to do that, that's rough.
Sir, our SCVs are getting hammered out there. We need a stronger escort or static defenses to protect them.
Yes, Matt. Working on it. Oh, we did interrupt them from stealing that, but my entire army is gone. Not sure I can afford to rebuild multiple times. Already low economy for now. Let's just do this.
Been waiting on you.
Yeah, I think that was best. I have a turret here, let's try and retreat
Over half the
into
canisters you wanted.
get to the turret. Fucking void rays. Yeah, I can't ever really afford to let my entire forces get wiped out. I'm just falling way too far behind. Let's try it again. Okay, let's switch over to more Marines a bit earlier.
3 down. You're doing great. Keep it up.
Geyser exhausted.
SCV ready.
Mineral field depleted.
Sure thing. Huh?
I need this man who is idle to start ripping on some bullshit.
Not enough minerals.
Of course he sniped both of my medics. A bit unfortunate.
Warning. The Tal'Darim are sealing off a Terrazine altar.
Armed and ready.
Warning. The Tal'Darim are sealing off a Terrazine altar.
SCV ready. This better be quiet.
Yeah, I'm not sure how good Goliaths actually are against Void Rays specifically. They might just not be the greatest combination of units too. Or the greatest matchup for me. We started off pretty strong after that last reload. Hope we can get there again.
The doctor is in.
SCV. Oh, it's on.
We're not that desperate yet for
Keep your shirt on, Sparky.
for more gas.
Goliath online. Assistance required.
Very easy defense for us to deal with.
Add-on complete.
Ah! You scared me!
Shit, I don't need more cities here. Anything else? Play some here. Yeah, that should be a decent mix now.
That's over half the canisters you wanted.
The doctor is in.
Warning. The Tal'Darim
Okay, I'm gonna
are sealing
let
off
that
the
get
Terrazine
sealed.
altar.
You gonna give me orders?
I'll have to contest that army soon anyway, but I wanna fight it on my terms basically.
Goliath online.
I need to remember to produce units.
Oh yeah. Roger that.
The doctor is in.
It sounds so obvious to remember to produce units, but it's very easy to get overwhelmed and or distracted.
Every altar they shut down sets us back further.
I do have an SCV with me, may as well go pick those up over here.
Can't wait.
The doctor is in.
Go, go!
I do have to go here as well to get the research, but I'm trying to stall that a little bit to
Upgrade transmission.
get my process going first.
You cannot steal the breath of creation so easily.
Careful. They're sending their ships to take out your SCVs. Shoot them down quick, or we're finished.
Warning. The Tal'Darim are sealing off a Terrazine altar.
Now that also if you want, I'm okay with that.
Upgrade complete. Base is under attack.
That is, however, not so good. That is really bad. It did waste the side storm, so I guess that's one positive about that.
Not enough minerals.
I also managed to split my forces again. Okay, he burned basically all my SCVs, which is not as bad as it sounds on paper, I think. I may regret those words. But, we're not in the worst possible spot.
Not enough minerals.
Oh, it's on.
Do you see both of those yet? Not this one. I feel like last time I was here I ran into an attack force of his. Yeah, there we go. Okay, this time we dealt with that force much better. That cannon outranges me and it's frustrating. Idle SCV.
Warning. The Tal'Darim
I will let that fall as well. This research was surprisingly awkward to get to. Yeah, that was very costly for just a fucking bonus objective.
What's going on? Big job.
Vespine Geyser exhausted.
Bad news? Been waiting on you.
We gotta slow the Tal'Darim down some. They've sealed off 5 geysers already.
The doctor is in.
Thing is, I think I have to gamble this much and let them seal so many things because they are just very strong and my forces keep accidentally depleting in combat. Like, I keep using too many units to just constantly fight them at all times.
Sure thing. That's fine.
So we contest this one.
Warning. The Tal'Darim are sealing off the Terrazine altar.
It's about to get heavy. Can't wait. I'm on it. Got it.
Now we claim this for ourselves. I need an SCV anywhere, somewhere, please. Come here.
Go ahead. Oh, it's on. You gonna give me orders?
Then we only need one more afterwards, which should be somewhat doable.
This better be good. Yes, sir.
I think this is one of the only two remaining. Yeah, these two are the ones that are left. I hope he doesn't cheekily fly around the side to snipe my SCV, that'd be rough.
Sure thing.
Their attack forces on the SCVs are really weak if you don't do multiple at once, it seems.
I'm on it. Go ahead.
Maybe I'll regret those words now.
Let's have a blast. I'm in a world of hurt.
Yeah, I shouldn't have spoken, I guess.
You gonna give me orders? What's going on?
You and your radar sure can walk the walk. We just need one more canister.
Armed and ready. That's fine.
So this is all that's left.
We better send some body bags.
It's go time. Outstanding.
So the thing I fear the most here is probably Side Storm. I guess I'll try to spread out my units a little bit.
Go on.
But really not too much.
Armed and ready. Gangway coming through.
Not enough minerals.
Oh, it's on.
Aye, aye, sir. Got it. Roger that. Want a piece of me, boy?
GG.
That's the last canister. I think we've outstayed our welcome, boys.
So that was pretty stressful. Yeah, I would have done neither of those. That was hard. I think the mission would have been easier if I hadn't tried to go Goliaths initially. My force of Goliaths, Marauders, and medics here and there was not ideal, I don't think. Also very expensive for what they did.
Sir, I received an encrypted transmission from an untraceable source. It claims that Tosh here was part of a classified operation called Project Shadowblade. They used Jorium and Terrazine to enhance ghost powers.
It's true. We are called Spectres. Next generation ghosts.
And you were gonna tell me all this when?
We all have our secrets, Mr. Rena. Doesn't mean I'm any threat to you.
Maybe not. But whoever sent this message could be. Matt, any way to verify the transmission?
No, sir. But it does end with, I'll be in touch soon.
It's Minsk, trying to turn us against each other. Don't let him.
I'll let it lie for now. At least till I find out who sent this transmission. But I'll be keeping an eye on you, Tosh.
You can try.
Yeah, I was gonna say, some sort of elite ghost version is probably hard to keep an eye on, generally speaking. Goliath mercenaries, oh boy, oh boy, let's see these. 53% better. 2 Goliaths. And I guess if you desperately need an entire unit on a pinch. I tend to not like Goliaths very much. Let's put that pretty low on the priority. Let's see what Tigus has to say.
That Tosh is a whack job, Jimmy. Spends all his time muttering and playing around with those damn dolls of his.
Well, I need someone to balance out your sophistication and good manners.
The guy ain't riding ahead, brother. I can appreciate some good honest craziness. But that guy, he's got something broke inside.
Don't we all?
Still don't trust me, brother. Until you decide, ain't nothing to discuss.
Aw. Watch the news instead.
I repeat, death toll is in the thousands. A Dominion weapons plant exploded hours ago, causing a chain reaction that has taken out several housing complexes in this working-class neighborhood. Dominion security forces claim it was an act of terror by the notorious Jim Raynor, but our own investigations suggest that the plant must have been infiltrated by forces with sophisticated stealth technologies. It begs the question, could some of the Dominion's ghost operatives have gone rogue? For UNN, this is Kate Lockwell reporting from the core world, Nefor 2.
May have something to do with that one, Tosh, maybe? Bit suspicious there. Let's check out these upgrades. Vehicles, Goliath, air, and ground units simultaneously. That, however, does sound pretty decent. We have plenty to use Goliath, and that seems like a mandatory upgrade pretty much. 3 missile range, 1 cannon range. That is a large amount of range. Maybe with these upgrades we can use more Goliaths in the long run. What would I be using them for? I have no idea. I think I just want this Viking upgrade. Then we'll get the mercenary version of the Goliath as well, just to have all of them available sometime. But lovely money, it was fun having you. I don't think we reached the next threshold, did we? Can't speak anymore. This is normal. Nope. We are at 3. Okay. Alright. Basically, next mission is gonna give us a new tech. Cool. Right, I'm gonna take a little break here, a few minutes. I'll let you enjoy the lovely tunes in the cantina, BRB. Alright, let's get back to it. Alright, Horner, what do you have to say?
What do you make of that encrypted message, Matt?
I honestly don't know, sir. If Tosh really is one of these specters, it's clear Mengsk would try to ruin your partnership. But Tosh isn't telling us everything. If we're going to win this revolution...
I know. We have to be sure of our allies.
Are we that sure of our allies? Mercenaries sound a bit sus as well. Right, Valhalla or Zol? We're lowering our options quite a lot here.
Mobius wants us to go after another artifact on some dead world called Zil. Apparently they sent in a specialist team, but they lost contact with them 2 days ago. Their bad luck, I guess. Figure we'll get hazard pay for this one.
I think we're gonna go here. It's time to finally unlock the siege tank, I think. Such a lovely, lovely creature, so... just fuck off to Zol, fight more Protoss apparently.
So here's the deal. This place is a morgue. Whatever used to live in these ruins up and died millions of years ago. Before they went missing, The Mobius team reported artifact radiation emanating from that big old hunk of rock over yonder.
Oh, it's this much.
They brought a big damn laser drill to burn their way in.
Laser drill? That thing's a monster. If the Mobius team had access to that kind of hardware, I need to think about what could have wiped them out.
Reckon we'll find out soon enough, partner.
I finally clicked which mission this is. It's an interesting mission.
Watch your corners, boys. We don't know who cleaned this place out.
Was I cleaned it up.
More Terran thieves. The mysteries of this place are forbidden. You will pay for your transgressions with your life.
Fucking okay, I guess I should have focused right instead of just pressing that button. Yeah, Tigers is certainly some sort of man. Oh, I got my Marauder. I'm sure I didn't need that. Right, Rupert?
Will do.
Hold up there. Those Protoss cannons will tear us a new one if we try to advance. Swan, you promised me siege tanks. Where are they?
Settle down, hotshot. They're coming.
I'm sure that suit has some sort of recycling system for that sort of thing. Like the steel suits. I miss siege tanks. I love siege tanks.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Siege tanks work just
Oh,
like the old ones.
that was
When you put them in
unfortunate.
siege mode, they get increased range and firepower. They can't move in siege mode, so if you need to reposition them, just
I guess he
switch them
does
back
deserve a
into
bit of
tank
empathy for
mode.
that.
Got it?
This better be good. Looking forward to it.
Let's get some siege tanks
We
deployed
actually
on
get
the high
some
ground.
basic good
They
siege
can
tank
pound that
tutorial.
Protoss
Like,
armor
hey look, you
before it
have
even
range
gets
in
close
siege
to
mode.
us.
Why don't you siege up and shoot men? Like, alright, sure, I shall do.
This better be good. Roger that. Got it. Go, go, go. By the numbers, boys. Give up. Who wants some?
That intro's a bit silly though. Especially silly since they pretty much explicitly tell you, hey, this man is gonna betray you.
Mobius space local net accessed. Decrypting security overrides. Transferring control of base structures to you, Commander.
Well, that was easy. Wish they would do that on TVT as well.
Fired up. 174 gigawatts. The power of the sun at your fingertips. Now get it aimed at that door and let's get cutting.
Hi, Fukin.
Laser output is good. Drilling will take some time, but there's no other way into the temple. Sir, the Tal'Darim are mobilizing their forces against us.
So we set a perimeter and protect the drill until we're through. Just glad we've got siege tanks.
How much more explicit can you be? Please, game, have mercy. I fought Colossi and fucking Psystorm last mission, and now you're all like, oh boy, let me tell you explicitly how to play the fucking game. I say after bumbling this introduction quite a bit.
We need
Oh,
bunkers
since you
and
guys
siege
here.
tanks defending that laser drill. We got no chance of claiming the artifact without it.
Wonder when I'll be claiming that outpost there. Seems like a fun thing to have. I guess we'll get upgrades. Upgrades are fine.
SCV ready.
Insufficient.
Oh yeah, right, that's the thing.
Add-on complete.
SCV ready.
Sir, I've managed to access what's left of the Mobius Expedition sensor net. I'll route it through your map so you can see what the Tal'Darim are up to.
SCV ready. You gonna give me
See what
orders?
staging area, that's right.
What's that?
And if they attack simultaneously, I may as well just rather siege my men in the middle.
What's going on? That's a negatory.
Once again, man traps himself instantly. I'm really good at doing that.
This better be good. Armed.
Almost plentifully lost another man.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
Alright, 50 gas for a medic. Oh. Call me slow too. These are hard to play 20 sets. It's not a good look. Don't I get control of this mission as well? Or is that in another mission? I thought I get control of it and can use it to bin units later on.
Insufficient Vespine
Was
gas.
it 125? Yeah, 125.
Bad news?
Maybe I want to claim this expansion somewhat soon.
SCV ready.
Only one gas in here as well, so.
Been waiting on you.
Upgrade complete.
Wait, there's a second gas. I am hard blind, never mind. I guess eyeballs are optional. I should probably wait for that attack to pass before dealing with that. Start by setting up a bunker.
Let's have a blast.
I'm guessing these guys attack first because they showed up first.
Been waiting on you. Fueled up, ready to go.
What they do.
Oh yeah. Hey, you gonna give me orders? You want a piece
Oh,
of me,
I pressed the
boy?
wrong button. Fuck.
What's our target? Give up this. What's that? By the numbers, boys. In the rear. Me. Got no face.
Where does it hurt?
Flash me on them. As is proper with siege tanks.
This better be good. Been waiting.
It's under heroes.
Who wants some? What's our target?
Right, let's try to claim this
Go ahead.
expansion down here.
There's something in the way. SCV ready.
Plop down a missile turret or two just in case. Oh, that's lovely. I think I've been mumble counting a bit since there's been very, very little chat, so I'll ask up a bit more.
Bad news?
You would desecrate that which belongs to the gods. This will not be borne by the faithful.
Sir, those are Protoss Archons. If they get too close, our men won't stand a chance.
That's a bit of an
I'm
overstatement
giving
there,
you
Horner.
manual control of the laser drill. See if you can use it against the Protoss.
There you go, nice.
All right, you heard the man. Swing that laser around. We can use it to drive back the Protoss.
Then all these Archons.
Ready to go.
Base is under attack.
All those. Brilliant and beautiful. Nice, we got him now.
It's go time. Give us your best shot.
Still trying to just set up the basic economy here. Oh, there's another force coming from the north.
Been waiting on you.
That is not the button, this is the button.
SCV ready. You gonna give me orders? Let's have a blast. That's fine.
Yeah, if you want to shoot that bunker, though, fine with me. Enjoy.
Armed and... Ah! You scared me!
Let's slap down another bunker over here.
The laser drill has breached the door's outer layer.
What's going on?
Very basic in my case, yeah. I wish I was not so, but I am.
What's our target? Move it. Who wants this? Better be good.
I'm surprised they're letting me get away with just
By the numbers. Give up.
hanging around here for so long. Ooh, what is this? Looks like it might be some sort of bonus objective.
You gonna give me orders?
Alert. Enemy air units on approach vector.
Oh, delicious.
Air units, nothing. Those are transports. Use the laser to knock them down fast.
SCV ready.
I am not in a great spot with those.
SCV ready. Sure. What's going on? Go ahead.
Man, my brain feels so slow today. I'm not multitasking this well at all. Oh, I can just press F3 for the drill as well. Don't need to hook it. That's alright.
Been waiting.
What? Need something load up? Go ahead.
Sir, I'm picking up the energy signatures of several Protoss relics in the area. I'm marking them on your map.
Well, if there's time, we can blast them free with a laser drill. I bet Stedman would love to study them.
Do I have to attack command on? I guess I do.
Who wants some?
Lay it on me.
That's a negatory. It's blocked.
Oh. Oh shit.
Speak up.
This
I think I'm in a good spot for that.
Our SCVs are under attack.
Alright. Ugh.
I'm in deep.
Give me orders. Been waiting on
And that's another for us right now. Okay, let's do this over. I'm being very bad at this. Let's try again. I just need to focus on my production first before like trying to take the second base. I think I'll just set up some barracks and some bullshit, and then I'll be fine for a bit.
Go ahead. Bad news. In the rear with the gear.
Need something low.
You gonna give me?
We need bunkers and siege tanks.
I think they came from
defending
this
that
side
laser
first.
drill. We got no chance of claiming the artifact without it.
I should also build workers, that'd be great.
Arm. SCV ready.
Add-on complete.
Ah! You scared me. Gotcha.
Let's just do something like that as a little wall. Not planning
Sir,
to
I've
wall in
managed to
properly,
access
but
what's
hey.
left of the Mobius Expedition sensor
funny.
net. I'll route it through your map so you can see what the Tal'Darim are up to.
SCV ready.
Yeah, I functioned a bit better yesterday. It's just I still feel like I'm not properly woken up today, which is a bit silly. I've been up for hours, but might just be one of those days. I think the weather is also fucking me over a bit. The switch between hey, it's actually pretty cold now. Hey, it's actually pretty warm again. Hey, it's getting colder again. This not really helping my brain. Guessing they're coming in from this side now.
Add-on complete.
Oh. Didn't group this man.
Kaboom, baby! Yeah, whatever. This better be good. Armed
So those I can just lower as I need them.
What's our target? Got no patience. Speak up.
But yeah, I think I want to get to a point where I don't have to think about defending my base every 0.5 seconds first before expanding this time around. But I am so bad at producing SCVs.
Not enough.
Just not doing it, basically.
Go ahead.
I like the bunker position. Let's try to get there again.
You want a piece of me, boy? You got 'em. Been waiting on.
Where does it hurt?
It's about to get heavy. SCV ready. Bad. Who wants some?
Ain't that the truth past me? They might. I guess we can try. Please armament. Nope, they don't.
Armed and ready. Gangway.
Oh fuck.
Let's have a blast.
Local man is
Base
late.
is under attack. Insufficient Vespine gas.
Oh, that worked out great. What am I doing? What am I producing here?
What's going on?
Insufficient Vespine gas.
I am not keeping up with anything today. What the hell? This mission feels like it shouldn't be hard so far, but I am just struggling. It's the very basics.
The doctor is in.
Not training SCVs. Not noticing attack waves in time. I guess this light blue is a bit of a shit color anyway.
You would desecrate that which belongs to the gods. This will not be borne by the faithful.
And you are correct, I would desecrate that sort of thing.
Those are Protoss Archons.
Can't even disagree.
If they get too close, our men won't stand a chance. I'm giving you manual control of the laser drill. See if you can use it against the Protoss.
El control manual.
You heard the man. Swing that laser around. We can use it to drive back the Protoss.
This better be good.
Additional supply depots required.
Go, go. What's our target? Been waiting.
Where does it hurt?
Who wants some? Been waiting on you. This better be good. Armed and ready.
But I mean, that's the basic state of ass anyway. Like, the thing I'm failing the most at is not even, like, not knowing in advance, but even just, like, functioning the stuff that you always need to function, like building workers, building, like, not getting supply fucked and shit like that.
This better be good.
Like, those are not things I should be struggling with, even if I don't know them all. I guess I was also pretty bad at using the drill in the last attempt where I got overrun. Not really much stopping me from just continuously using it to shoot down incoming enemies. Let's get some mercenaries as well. But yeah, I think once I reach the point where I have like a bunker on both sides, some missile turrets, maybe a siege tank here and there, from then on I should be fine. Just getting there is a bit more stressful than it needs to be. Okay, let's get an SCV. I want this thing repaired. It is quite nice of them to show you the staging area for the enemies.
Enemy air units on approach vector.
Damn it. Air units, nothing. Those are transports. Use the laser to knock them down fast.
Hey, hey, hey. We need that damn drill. Don't trash it. By the numbers, boy. What's going on? We hear you.
Let's go one of these, some of those, another tank. Massing up a bunch of minerals. Might be time to add another barracks. And set up a command center to float down. Just barely no room to bullet on this round. I kinda want it close enough that it's not a thing I need to think about
Sir,
for now.
I'm picking up the energy signatures of several Protoss relics in the area. I'm marking them on your map.
Didn't let me select the drill there for a moment, not sure why.
Well, if there's time, we can blast them free with a laser drill. I bet Stedman would love to study him.
This better be good. Big job. Go, go, go.
Nah, Stefan's alright. At least alright adjacent.
This better be good. Can't wait. Got it. Who wants some? Been waiting on
I disagree.
SCV ready.
Why not do this?
Huh? Roger.
What sort of bullshit is this? I don't think he said anything too outlandish in this campaign just yet. Oh, I see.
Add-on complete.
Well, I guess at least during the basic campaign bullshit, he's not too bad. Goes in there. Another bunker. Still. Cut down a few turrets. Case of emergency.
Gangway coming through. Kaboom, baby! You gonna give me orders?
Oh, nice.
By the numbers, boys.
Sounds like a lovely experience to have.
Fueled up, ready to go.
Oh, they were hiding outside of my view range. How cheeky.
This better be good. Go ahead.
Just gonna go full DK and
Been waiting on
bunker up in this.
What's that? Can do.
Oh boy. Yeah, I can imagine those things would get pretty annoying at that point.
Additional supply depots required. Mineral field depleted.
1, 2, 3, 4. That's only 3. I'm very good now. One Marines in here.
Additional supply depots required.
Alright, that was the thing I needed to do. Yeah, I'm pretty well defended here at this point, but that is still a pretty low journey. Build those right away. I need one of my idlemen to actually function for a change. Fuck, well, it's gonna be fine. I can tank this gray if I just don't look at it. So I'll slap down another turret there, or another tank right there.
Sir, more air units inbound.
We gotta take them out, or they'll keep dropping troops right on top of us.
The laser drill is now cutting through the door's thermal barrier. Mineral field depleted.
Holy fuck, it's noisy. Why are the missiles so incredibly loud? More loud than anything else in the fucking game. Goodness gracious. That's not what I wanted to press. Yeah, he's at the thing. I must hate him now. Or hate him even more now. I like that I had this command center there for 15 minutes and not done anything with it. Very efficient of me. They already have a bunch of audio channels. You can even set the number of audio channels in this, which is alright. It's just that there's just so much going on at times that it's simply not enough.
In the rear with the gear.
Yeah, I think it's one of the campaign upgrades. Like my missile turrets shoot like AoE missile barrages that they normally don't. So that's probably why it's not properly tuned for that. Oops, I pressed both buttons so my siege tanks don't know what to do at all. It's very efficient of me. Yeah, I can hold that.
Base is under attack.
Oh wow, that was not a good time. Look at these side-storming assholes, goddamn.
Upgrade.
Get off me, case.
Been waiting on you. Go, go, go!
Got no patience for speak up.
What's up? Big job, huh? Want a piece of me, boy?
I need to keep giving vision. Guess you'll live there now. Enjoy your life. Pressed that once too many times. There's actually a
Base is under attack.
thing that they do where when sound effects play, especially alerts and stuff, they actually reduce the volume of everything else. Like for dialogue and stuff, which is quite nice. I need to do this. May I please, game? Nice. Well, it should be normal, but as you well know, many games do not enjoy this sort of thing. Bullshit. Fuck off with your side stones.
Don't leave me hanging. Sure thing.
Armed and ready. SCV ready.
Yeah. So this having a bunch of audio settings is at least already slightly on par.
Base is under attack.
I think I just underestimated how much fucking damage this laser does. Anything I pointed at is just immediately gone, basically. God damn it.
By the numbers, boys.
Alright, time to somehow make our way over there.
Time wasted.
Mineral field depleted.
In the rear with the gear.
Got no patience for sitting
God damn it. Fucking stop misclicking for once in your life. You fool. That gas is gone. Time to make more.
Big job. Gangway coming through.
It's on.
Yeah, very lasered indeed.
There's another wave of air units heading your way.
These guys just won't give up. Stick it to them, boys.
Yeah, stick it to him. Show him what you feel. How you feel, especially. Okay, I'm not pulling out without retreating.
You gonna give me orders?
Let's get the relics though, so then we can take our man back. Need to not fuck up so much.
We could use some help here.
Many tanks are left, and none on this side.
Base is under attack.
No, bunker's burning out. Come on. Aw, that was so close.
Our SCVs are under attack.
Oh, they didn't play command center as well. I thought it was gonna be their own time.
Base
Bullshit.
is under attack.
The doctor is in.
Thermal barrier breached. The laser drill is now cutting through the core.
They seek to befoul the legacy of the gods. Destroy them.
What's going?
mean, of all the buildings where they don't have one in there, a bunker kind of makes sense since it's sort of expendable. The bunker burns down instead of something else, and that's probably the bunker's job well done. At least on some level.
Our SCVs are under attack.
Keeps happening.
Ready, Blunder.
The doctor is in.
Gangway, coming through. Let's have a blast.
At the very least, this fucking laser resets back to the thingamajig by default. Like back to the temple door. If I had to manually set it back to that every time, I'd probably have long lost. They say that as it actually still becomes a thing. But he was not gonna make it in time.
SCVs are under attack.
Turn this into a fortress. Turrets going since they're cheap and effective.
You gonna give me orders?
These forces are getting quite big.
Upgrade complete.
How dare they still nice of these?
You gonna give me orders?
I think we're done with upgrades on those.
Let's have a blast.
Some more of these guys going.
You want a piece of me, boy? It's go time. Bad news? What's going on? I'm in a world of hurt. Can't wait. By the numbers, boys. Fueled up, ready to go. Moving. Big job, huh? In the rear. Ah!
Okay, these are also almost minded, but I think we should be able to make it in time if I don't have to pull the drill off the fucking door all the time.
You gonna give me orders? Aye, aye, sir.
Mineral field depleted.
This got a whole lot of love.
Standing by.
SCV ready.
Okay, that is looking a bit scary though.
Mineral field depleted.
You sniped the tentacle? Oh, that was nice. That was so nice. Oh my god, I may dream of that tonight. Alright, we got them, no problem.
Depleted.
I wonder if it would have been easier in this mission to go and take out the enemy bases, rather than trying to just defend. Because they really are producing a shit ton of units.
By the numbers, this better be good. Armed and ready. What's going on? Yo.
I might run out of resources.
Additional supply.
The doctor is
Hmm.
Additional supply depots required.
I mean, that seems unlikely given that my supply apparently keeps increasing. I feel like we might be getting fucked here.
Additional supply depots required.
I drink. I almost didn't drink this entire stream. Templar. Colossi, Archons. Or Archons.
You gonna give me orders? Orders received.
Base is under attack.
We could use some help here.
Mineral field depleted.
What's up?
The doctor is in. The doctor is in. Need some triage?
Armed and ready.
Not sure triage will fix me, but you can try.
Been waiting on you. In the rear with the gear.
Additional supply depots required.
Not for long.
Baby. You got it. Will do. What's going on? Yeah. Let's have a blast. Armed.
Mineral field depleted.
Huh? Ben, go ahead.
We're effectively manned out, but we're also almost done, so I think we're gonna be fine, just barely.
Additional supply depots required.
Fueled up, ready to go.
Mineral field depleted.
That is a large wave.
Base is under attack. Mineral field depleted.
We better send some body bags.
Additional supply depots required.
I have a feeling we're gonna be hearing that a few times. As in a few more times.
I'm on it.
Got no patience. Sitting around.
Armed and ready.
Additional supply depots required.
By the number.
Additional supply depots required.
It's go time.
I think we're gonna just keep the laser on the door from now on. Stalling is probably no longer in my best interest.
Mineral field.
God damn, that hurt a lot.
The doctor is in.
Fucking Colossi and Storm is absolutely annihilating my bioforce. Really should have got some Vikings in here.
Ready to plunder.
Breach of the doorway core is imminent. Structure access imminent.
It is our sacred duty to stop these defilers. Burn them to ashes.
Vespine geyser exhausted.
We're just sending everything now.
Base is under attack.
Can't really blame them.
Our SCVs are under attack.
sacrilege will echo across the stars, James Raynor. The day of reckoning draws near.
These artifacts of yours seem real popular, Tychus.
What do we care? As long as the pay's good.
Really? I'd say getting vaporized by the Tal'Darim definitely counts as diminishing returns.
Yeah, you tell him, James. Nah. Well, we ended up working this out somehow. I think I'm gonna do one more, and then I'm gonna call it a stream. Not sure which one that will be. Oh, do we...
James Raynor, I bring tidings of doom.
Zeratul.
I have pierced the veil of the future and beheld only oblivion. Yet one spark of hope remains. You will hold her life in your hands. And though justice demands that she die for her crimes, only she can save us.
Wait a second. You're talking about Kerrigan. It's been 4 years. You show up out of nowhere and...
Time is short. You must understand. The answers you seek lie within. Study it well. The fate of creation hangs in the balance.
Nice to see you too. I've heard of these Ehon crystals before. Supposedly they allow you to relive another person's memories. If Zeratul's uncovered, he was desperate for me to see it too. Well, here goes nothing.
Right, we've unlocked some bullshit. Now we can play a mini set campaign as Zeratul. That's fun. I think we're gonna start with that in a sec. Oh, first, let's check around the ship.
I'm pleased to see these things haven't blown up the ship. Yet.
Sir, given the visual similarity between the various pieces, have you considered that they might combine to create a larger, more distinct object?
With everything else going on, Step, I couldn't care less what they do. Just that we get paid when we finally hand them over to the Mobius boys.
An awful lot of trouble you're going through just then, Tychus' word there, James, but such is your choice, I guess. Right, Protoss research, what do we got? Refinery no longer requires SCV to harvest a bean. That is very fine. That is very fine indeed. This might just be what we go for. Although training 2 SCVs at once also seems quite nice. But this is basically 3 SCVs, like this frees up 6 or more SCVs per mission. At no extra cost for us, so I think this is what we're gonna go for. I wonder if that's the, if that's actually the better option in theory. To oogle some more crystals, oh boy. Fantastic. Look at all this glowy bullshit. Breakthrough, indeed. Anyway. Check out everywhere else.
Had any visitors lately?
I don't know what you're talking about, Tosh.
Oh, I think you do, James Raynor. Something was on this ship just now. I still smell it on you. Protoss. Interesting.
Whatever you think you know, you just keep it to yourself. I hear you yapping about this, and I'll toss you out the airlock. So now we've got 3 of these artifacts on my ship. When are we supposed to hand these damn things over?
Well, that's gonna be a bit tricky. I hear the Zerg have attacked the Mobius Research Center on Tirador. I don't get it, though. What's the Queen of Blades after? Ain't no artifacts there.
If those eggheads can't hold out till we get there, we may never know. Upload the data to the star map. Looks like we got ourselves a good old-fashioned rescue mission.
I think we actually want to do that mission somewhat soon as well, because we get a good unit of memory serves.
You came to the right place.
Ooh boy, Siege Breakers, Mercenaries, yes. 66% extra damage. God damn, these siege tanks. We absolutely want those. Bought immediately. Let's check the news as well.
This is Donnie Vermillion, live from UNN. Tonight, the Zerg invasion. The battle so far. The Terran Dominion is holding firm under Zerg aggression. Our industrial complex has stepped up production on all fronts. Enlistment rates have risen within the penal system, and the Marine Corps is ready to get in the fight. The Zerg won't know what hit them.
Donnie, has there been any word on when we start pushing the aliens back?
Kate, if I revealed that, I'd be giving away vital Dominion secrets.
You think the Zerg watch our broadcast?
I know they do, Kate. I know they do.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. This is Kate Lockwell for UNN.
They're not even wrong. Looking at the StarCraft 1 cinematics, the Zerg were actually intercepting Minsk's broadcast and stuff. So they might be actually keeping up to date on what their opponents are doing. Siege tank, look at this beauty, god damn. As much as I generally preferred the more gritty and somewhat realistic look of the first game, these are very detailed and very pretty models. I like them. Viking and Siege tank right there.
We're rocking some serious heavy metal now that we got siege tanks.
Yes, sir. The comforting thunder of the big guns. Well, comforting when they're on our side.
Yeah, these newer tanks have better guns when they're on the move. And reinforced armor.
So long as they still got the range in siege mode, the rest is just gravy. Between siege tanks and bunkers, we can hold the line against just about anything.
And yet most of our missions have been very offensively oriented, until the last one. Piece upgrade for the command center. Just says Terran buildings, maybe it's for all buildings. Nope, it's not. Fire suppression system. Hey look, you wanted to fire extinguishers and here you are. Automatically repair themselves to 50% HP. Doesn't sound too bad. Oh, and we definitely want the orbital command. That is a very powerful upgrade, I should say, for that. Siege tanks! Oh god, plus 40 damage to primary target. And less friendly fire, now that is entirely pointless. Friendly fire is what those things are all about.
You ain't gonna believe this, but I just saw Zeratul on the ship.
How much did you have to drink tonight, sir?
He was here, Matt. And he was hurt. On the run from something.
Where is he now, sir?
I don't know. But he ain't on the ship anymore. He gave me an Eon memory crystal, and he was desperate for me to study it. I guess he wants me to see what he's seen.
Imagine having this big man Hyperion battlecruiser as your capital ship, and not a single detector on board to figure out where Zeratul went and where his ship is. Amateur hour. Alright, let's check out this crystal then. Can only be good.
Raynor, the hounds of the void are closing in. I impart my memory, my very essence, into this Eon crystal, so that you will see what I have seen, and that the future may yet have hope.
Sure, let's play as Zeratul. Investigate Zelnaga shrines on Ulan. Off we go.
Zeratul. What the hell have you gotten yourself into?
This rock is full of magic.
Friend Raynor, long has it been since we stood together against the Swarm? Since then, I have wandered the void in solitude, seeking an ancient prophecy, rumored to foretell the return of the Xel'Naga. My sojourn led me to a remote world known as Ulan, where I discovered fragments of the prophecy. Yet I was not the first to find them. It falls to you now, old friend, to relive my memories and believe.
I guess seeing is believing sometimes.
The Zerg swarm came as was foretold. And the Protoss, firstborn of the gods, rose to fight them. Now, the Xel'Naga that forged us all are returning. What do they come to save? Or to destroy?
I knew you'd find your way here. Eventually.
Your very presence defiles this place, Kerrigan.
Do you hear them, Zeratul? Whispering from the stars. The galaxy will burn with their coming.
Perhaps. But you won't live to see it.
Please. Our petty conflicts mean nothing now. The storm is coming that cannot be stopped. Fitting that we should face oblivion together.
Never!
Fate cannot be changed. The end comes. And when it finds me, I shall embrace it at last.
The prophecy is uncertain. There is always hope.
Oh, that should answer his questions though, whether the Zolnaga intend to save or bin.
I will erase the demons of the past.
Oh boy, let's play some Zeratul.
En Arudin Rashaga. The prophecy was divided into fragments, each kept at separate shrines.
That sounds exceptionally useless.
And depart this world.
Imagine you're writing like a book or something and you decide to split up the pages like crazy. Like, okay, one will be in this shrine, one in another, and so on and so forth.
It is fortunate that I can face
What's the point of even writing that prophecy then? Long ass blink cooldown.
Glory to the first.
Please buff Zeratul. Thanks, Buzz.
My allegiance is yours. Spore crawlers can detect my presence. I should stun them with my void prison.
Let's do that.
En Arudin Rashagal.
That's not how he plays in Heroes of the Storm. I was misguided, or misled. Bamboozled. How dare you, Blizzard?
My allegiance is yours.
Oh boy.
Fire will be restored. Honor command.
Oh, I can take down an entire Ultralisk in one stun. That's alright.
Glory.
So if I remember correctly, we get 3 sets of missions, or not, 1 set of 3 missions rather, in this memory crystal. Unless I'm forgetting one. This is a little teaser for an eventual Protoss campaign. I remember these missions being alright. This one is just fucking around with Zeratul, second one we actually get to build a base and play the race, and then the last one is just some sort of last stand type mission, which is always fun.
That overseer can see through my cloak. I'd best stun it with my void prison.
I misplayed. I'm very good at this.
Chasm.
Easy Protoss research.
The first fragment of the prophecy. Soon all will be made clear.
Why not surrender yourself to oblivion, Zeratul? Wouldn't it be better to end your struggle now than witness the final, agonizing moments of your species?
The foreboding prophecy weighs heavily on my heart. I'd best reach the remaining shrines. Sukdak. So much for Kerrigan's reprieve. Yours.
For Shakuras.
I will fulfill.
I am the real. Greetings, Exalted One. We are here in the service of High Templar Karas. He is nearby.
Fine man, Carlos.
Your presence is most welcome. Let us keep moving.
I think I'm just gonna wait for those overseer to come by, and then we stun them.
Permit us to destroy their defenses before we proceed.
For now they don't have high ground vision, and we can just kill them. We can also jump down. Okay, never mind, I fucked up.
I am the voice of the...
I will erase the demons of the past. Shozak Maknul. En Aludin Rashagal. Honor commands.
That was quite the range on that tank roller.
You address me. My burdens weigh heavily. I will be redeemed.
I think I can just bomb rush in and kill this. Zeratul is tanky enough. I'm not even take damage from that. Like actual HP damage.
I will erase the deep. That patrol of brood lords must be dealt with cautiously. or we will be torn asunder.
I agree.
My allegiance.
These bullets are very useful.
You address me.
Let's quickly wait for. Forget that.
Of ire. I will fulfill.
Yeah, what you gonna do now? Can't see me now, bitch. See if we can lure this guy out as well.
Skills for the reckoning.
Did not get upset at that. Fuck your Scourge. Alright, we got him.
Will be.
Can I shoot these without being fucked by the tentacle man? Yeah, nice.
We are one of the shadows. You address. I will erase the demons of the past.
I'll try to make sure to blink everyone simultaneously.
Prepare for an aerial attack. Brace yourselves, my brethren.
Says the guy that cannot attack air. Fucking useless hero. Okay, and deal with an ultralist. It's not at all useless actually. Got him.
I am the voice.
He's getting a new stalker as well.
I will erase
Fine man, this.
of the past.
Wonder if there's any secrets around, like some places where you can just barely blink into.
The Queen of Blades built hatcheries here. She seeks to subvert this sacred world. I shall put an end to that plan. Rashagal. I am the voice of the Shozak Maknul. We are one.
I like that these mutas just do not give a fuck about the overseers dying.
Intriguing.
But funny. They are overseers, aren't they? Yes, they are. No. I'm okay with a few mutas, but I do not want to get slapped by the spine crawlers. Those hurt a lot. Speaking of hurting a lot, you can probably just get in there, stun the overseer, and actually let's just start working on this.
We must not hesitate. I will erase the demons.
Oh, I could have already started doing the link, never mind. Or doing the stun. Is that already disabled to detector?
I serve for now.
Be doing rocks as well. Fuck everything. Can you one-shot lava? Let's find out. Yes, you can. Good man. Still have 10 armor though. Okay, we got into research. Very fine. Buildings.
I
am the heart of darkness.
I am.
For the reckoning.
Looks like a spot.
Thy bidding.
Does not.
You address me?
Cold is the void.
I will be redeemed. The second fragment of the prophecy. My task is nearly complete.
Your hope is an illusion, old fool.
Kinda looks like you might be able to blink
You
there.
can so easily read my mind, Kerrigan. You'll see that I'll never give up, so long as hope remains. Careful now. Kerrigan has set guards to bar our way.
How do we best do this?
We should take them out carefully, one at a time, or risk being overwhelmed.
For now, we move unseen.
That was not exactly clean. I'm sure it's fine.
Very well.
I really like stalkers. I also like oh boy. I also like dragoons, but their pathing was so fucked. The fact that we get stalkers that have blink ability as our basic range Protoss unit is kind of funny, because it feels like an apology from Blizzard for dragoon pathing being shite. Like, hey, the pathing used to be so shit, here's our blinking ranged man as our apology.
My burdens. I am the voice.
Shields regenerate so much faster in this game, don't they?
Erase the demon.
What do we have here? Oh boy.
They die. Stalkers, take them out from a distance.
I do not want to be over there.
Intriguing. Shall be as you say.
That's really close. I fuck up.
You address me. So
I am the heart.
I will erase.
You require my skills.
Almost lost a stalker there.
You address.
Wonder if I get anything for not losing a unit. That'd be fun. Shouldn't be too hard to arrange, especially if I wait here for a moment to get those shields back.
You require my
So I'll just try to get this guy into the front, relatively speaking.
I will.
The relative front.
You address.
Spine crawlers. Kill them before they can take root and attack. In the service of honor. I will erase the demons from the past.
Oh, there's also that spore colony that I missed. I'm dead. Change it? I from up here though, can't I? Oh no, I actually lost health on Zeratul.
Is yours.
Oh, the old man will surely die.
You require my skills. High Templar Karas is nearby.
Burdens.
Good, I guess.
Heavily.
I haven't missed any hatcheries, have I?
Glory.
It's a bit weird that we still have 1 out of 3. Hello there.
Antaro Tassadar, Prelate Zeratul. I am High Templar Karas. My force tracked the Queen of Blades to this world, yet we know not what she seeks.
Seeks the bin.
Kerrigan and I were both drawn here to uncover an ancient prophecy. With your aid, I pray we can discover it before her.
It is an honor, Great One. Lead on.
Do I actually get control of all these zealots, or are they AI controlled? Like they are and stay AI controlled? Nope.
I've placed the Ultralisk in a void prison. Bring it down, Karas.
Shozak Maknul.
You require my skill.
Zeratul, can you destroy the airborne Zerg?
I like that this absolute madman followed Kerrigan to this remote planet and he brought 0 units that can attack air.
Must be destroyed, or the Zerg
Hey,
reinforcements
Blink, didn't I? I guess I fucked up. Yeah, I'm fucking up this section very hard.
Zeratul has destroyed their works. Press on.
There you go. So, not pretty, but it worked, I guess. Anything up here? Anything sneaky and hidden? Oh, does not look like it. Oh, maybe here.
You address me? The Queen of Blades seeks to pervert this world with that hatchery. I must destroy it.
So one way of looking at it, Mr. Tool. I think what we do is this.
I will erase.
Wow, that actually did nice damage, but that was gonna be fun. Oh. Thought I had another hit on him. I was getting ready to blink him away. I overestimated his girth. Okay, so that one was sneaky and hidden away. Let's try to pay attention to more random creep in the area, because that was one of the few giveaways. Okay. Not with a stalker to broodlings, that'd be embarrassing.
Let our enemy know our fury.
Okay.
In the service of ire.
Bit of a section down here, but I don't think there was anything hidden here. Yeah, I don't really see any obvious, hey look, there's a secret here spots.
Ire will be.
This one was pretty decently hidden though. Oh, I guess I just blinked downhill from here. I'm stupid.
To the firstborn.
Can I spill these lava? They might revolt.
My allegiance is yours.
I hope I get my stalker back.
En Arudin Rashagal. I will. The final piece of the prophecy. It speaks of one who shall break the cycle of the gods.
Man's hair is going apeshit.
Most ominous. But if the Queen of Blades seeks this prophecy, we must keep it from her.
The rest is obscured. What?
You might peel away the prophecy's layers, Zeratul, but you cannot outrun the doom that awaits us all.
A lot of wings.
We cannot prevail against so many.
I will stand against the Queen of Blades while you escape with the fragments.
I will not abandon you.
The prophecy is more important than either of us. Reveal its secrets, Zeratul. The future rests on it.
Oh, goodbye, that guy.
Your sacrifice will not be forgotten, brother.
Oh, he was your brother too. Damn, that must have hurt. Sorry.
Sukdash Salah. I must get to the Void Seeker before the Zerg overwhelm me and the prophecy is lost.
I feel like we missed the hatchery somewhere.
Honor commands.
Your allies are in battle.
If it does not look like there's a hatchery on this car.
Now, I shall become one with the column.
I must get to the Void Seeker and preserve the prophecy. I will.
Well, shit, now I have to reload. Oh, it probably autosaved me at the escape sequence. I should have picked an autosave previously. Yes. Yeah. Where did I miss the hatchery though? Huh. Guess I'll have to backtrack a bit. Sorry, man.
My burdens weigh heavily. I will erase. I've placed the Ultralisk in a void prison. Bring it down, Karas.
You require my Zeratul, can you destroy the airborne Zerg?
Nidus worms must be destroyed, or the Zerg reinforcements will overwhelm us.
Zeratul has destroyed their works.
I have literally just wasted my stun. Because kind of forgot that those guys came out. No, I almost walked right into that. Like, oh yeah, let's just take the objectives, it's no problem. Okay, let's go bend this hatchery that we know of.
In the service of ire, I will erase. The Queen of Blades seeks to pervert this world with that hatchery. I must destroy it. I will be
We move unseen.
Okay, this time we didn't lose a stalker. So while these guys are out here breaking the buildings, let's go check in, see if we can find a spot.
Enemy know our fury.
My allegiance is.
I am the heart of darkness.
So this is the only place that I still see having creep on the map, so I'm assuming it might be in this area, but I don't know where a hatchery might be hiding. Like, this looks very much like a place where no hatchery would ever be hiding. Fuck your time life bullshit. Can I just jump over this if I'm nearby? I could in theory, but I messed it up. There we go.
I will be redeemed.
Oh, there's some creep here. This must be the place. I think it's right here. There we go.
This hatchery must be destroyed if I am to keep the Queen of Blades from subverting this land. My calling.
Oh, there's basically no defenses at all on this, so as soon as I say that, I regret my words instantly.
Glory to the firstborn.
Yeah, get fucked, idiots.
My burdens weigh heavily. We must not hesitate.
I should be out of range here.
Fulfill my calling. In the service of ire.
No.
Honor command.
Need to wait for the stun cooldown so I can call the spore colony. I need to press the right button. I keep trying to press F1 to select my hero because I've played better games, but it is not round this way in StarCraft. I'm gonna send out one guy to bait the Ultralisk to come out of hiding. So nice, stun is ready again, may as well commit.
It is done. All of Kerrigan's hatcheries are destroyed. There is yet hope for this world.
So this Ultralisk just gave up. Alright then.
My allegiance is yours.
Looked like the actual escape sequence was pretty easy though, but we'll do a safety save anyway. Immediately save on us as is appropriate.
You address me.
I don't think it'll let me blink over there, no. Kinda nice of them to have the exact same blink cooldown, so, you know, when one is ready, all of them are ready.
Glory to the firstborn.
I didn't need to do that, but did it, and that's nice.
Sukdash Salak.
Blink Revolution. Alright. Hopefully fuck.
I must get to the Void Seeker before the Zerg overwhelm me and the prophecy is lost. My burdens weigh.
Now, I shall become one with the column.
I must get to the Void Seeker and preserve the prophecy. I will not let my brother's sacrifice be in vain.
Oh, that was one of the stalkers, but we got out with bonus objective this time.
I cannot decipher the fragments on my own, yet I know who might interpret them. The preservers of Zakul. If they cannot, I fear this entire universe will burn.
Prophecies always feel like such a shitty plot device to me. Oh. Does it let me... Oh nice, we select these missions individually, that's right. I guess I'm all called it a day here. Quickly chat to the men that wanna chat. Oh, we have new research available, very fine. Quickly make decisions then. You unlock unit. Predator, anti-infantry specialist, directly meets powerful area shock attack and this build attack range. Not gonna lie, these look incredibly bad. Massive transport ship. That sounds significantly better. What would this even be good against? I guess maybe against zealots as well? Oh. Like this, once again, just looks like an anti-Zergling unit for the most part. And whenever a unit like this crops up, same with the Firebat, I'm like, well, in what other situation would I ever build these? And I don't know why I would ever build these, unless I'm facing almost exclusively Zerglings. Whereas this I can see situationally just being useful. Yeah, I think we'll get the Hercules dropship. Sounds alright to have. Thing is expanding. I'm not sure why we're keeping this on our ship in our laboratory. This seems like a really bad idea to just have sitting here. Looks like it's gonna come alive and eat someone at some point. Anything else that's new?
Good to see you, brother. I've been... Wait. I can see it in your eyes. You've seen into the spirit world. The Protoss. He gave you a crystal. And now you've been seeing what he's seen.
That ain't nothing to do with you. Stay out of my head, Tosh.
Have it your way. But you want to tread careful when you go looking into the beyond. If you need me, you know where I'll be.
That actually sounds like some genuine concern. Bonus points for Tosh right there.
How did you become such good buddies with those freaky Protoss? All I hear is they kill Terrans like you and me on sight.
Some of them would. But some others would fight to the death protecting people like us. I helped them defend their homeworld from the Zerg during the First War. When Kerrigan came back leading the swarm, I helped him out again. They're real big on loyalty.
Damn, Jimmy. Almost sounds like you respect them.
I wouldn't expect you to understand, Tychus.
We have a very special guest today, Crown Prince Valerian. Thank you so much for joining us, Highness.
Thank you, Kate. It's wonderful to be here.
Let me get right to the question on everyone's mind. Is there anyone special in your life right now?
Truth be told, Kate, I've had a crush on you for many years.
Stop.
But in all seriousness, with the Zerg invasion, there's little time for such things. I've been studying military tactics under General Warfield, and whatever spare time I have is devoted to statecraft. It's my goal to be the best emperor our people could ask for. When the time comes, of course.
Wonderful.
Of course.
Now I've got 2 of them to worry about.
Probably taken after his dad. Nothing new here. Anything new on the bridge? Yep.
How long was I down in the lab, Matt?
You've been gone for hours, sir. You've been in the lab all that time?
I used the Eon crystal Zeratul gave me. I'd swear it only lasted a few minutes. So vivid. Zeratul's been searching for a Zelnaga prophecy about the end of the universe. There's more. I just haven't got to it yet.
Alright, cool. And that's what we'll call it for today. I am brainially not capable of another mission, I think. So, just gonna have to call it a stream. Still a decent length stream anyway. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, I hope you had fun, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!